Well, on that note, would anybody
Anywho.
like to recap last session for an inspiration point?
So we started by opening up the safe. Frederick threw up because stinky magic. And we found, I'm going to butcher the name, but Kurik Buradal's journal. And in the journal, we found a copious amount of information. He and Narvosc either disagreed or something about how to deal with the infection. And Kurik had come up with some sort of cure or otherworldly thing that he is testing on himself, which apparently made him stronger, but he also went nuts. And we told our, oh my god, I can't remember her name right now, our contact in the Order, Vana, that we found things, and then she hung up on me. So I got super spiteful and hung up on her when she called back, which will definitely not have any repercussions whatsoever. There's nothing. No, I'm great. No problems. We decided to rest in the mansion and brought the horses in to not make the mistake of leaving them outside of the bubble. That next morning, we got up, got ready to leave, and Shiela and Velfi decided to go swimming in the creepy lake behind the mansion. And then I made the super smart decision to see what would happen if I fired an Eldritch Blast at the lake. And there was a giant tentacle monster in the lake. So we left. And made our way back to our previous campsite and went to set up our Heftine bubble. And Sheila's already cracked crystal went poof. And we fought some spectry dudes that spent more time making out with each other than sucking the strength out of anybody. And then we met a beholder zombie, and Velfi had a dream, and that's where we ended.
Yeah. So we're actually going to pick up right where that dream left off, like right where we quit last time. So, Velfi, your perspective is very short, but you can see through a gap that looks like it's like you're looking through a door. And your parents are just kind of bickering back and forth. Would you like to explain or describe what your parents would look like?
Oh, so they're both they both have, well, one has a kind of more reddish skin. My father has reddish skin. They're both tieflings. And then my mother has pinker skin. And my mom has the signature black curly hair that I have. My father has like kind of lighter brown hair. And they both have red eyes. You know, I think that's about it. They're pretty lean. Dad is like maybe, I don't know, 6'2" or something. Mom is like 5'5"-ish. And I think that's about it.
So what would you be doing about this time?
As a little kid, or as a little kid, I guess I had a harder time going to sleep that night and wanted to go and get the comfort of my parents. And I guess I walk through the house kind of wandering, and I keep hearing these whispers, and as they're getting louder, I'm getting closer. And I can see their bedroom door is cracked. and the lights are still on, and I can hear the whispering. So instead of barging in and saying, "Mom, I can't sleep," I kind of just being as inquisitive as I am, I just kind of eavesdrop. I'm hidden behind the door, but I can hear quite well.
So like as you're getting to the door and you start like put your ear to it and listen, your footstep is going to make this little and both of their heads are going to turn to the door. Your mom is just going to look over at your dad. We will continue this conversation later. And she's going to go and scoop you up from the door. What's wrong? Can you not sleep? What's happening?
No, I can't sleep.
Oh, why? Did you have a bad dream or something? What's going on? Yeah.
I can't. There was a big monster in my dream. And
Monsters.
and he was really scary, and he had black veins and stuff, and I didn't like it.
She's gonna pick up on that and hold on to it. Oh, well, we're gonna go take care of this monster. Let's go back to sleep. Let's go back to sleep. And she's gonna like carry you back to your room and like tuck you in at night. And like you have like a little night light that she's gonna turn on, and she's gonna like get down on her hands and knees and look under the bed. Okay, I don't see anything. There's nothing.
Did you check the closet?
No, I'll go check that right now. And she's gonna like jump up really quickly, and she's gonna like, you know, very cutely. She's like, you know, very short, and she's just gonna kind of like prance to the closet, and she's gonna swing it open, and she's like, all right, I'm here. And she's gonna like stare at it for a second, and she's gonna move some stuff around. No, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. And if there were, I scared it off. It's not gonna come back.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all good now. And she's gonna like prance back to the bed and like lay next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to stay with you for a little while?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary. Even
It's
though
so
there's nothing in the room, I feel like it's still gonna come after me.
It's not gonna come after you as long as Mommy's here.
Okay. I trust you, Mommy.
Always. I will always be here.
Oh, I love you, Mommy.
I love you too. And she's just gonna kind of cuddle up to you, and she's just gonna start humming. And slowly you start to fall asleep. And this will be your dream for the evening. But whether it's a dream or if it's a memory, you're not quite certain.
Okay.
Friedrich, give me a perception check for the night.
Gosh. Oh, I thought it was about the dream. Okay. Perception. 21.
Cool. So you hear the horses and the goat. They're just kind of making like their evening noises, kind of cuddling up. You can hear everybody in the group just breathing. If they snore, you'll hear that too. Does anybody in this party snore?
You'll just hear Velveeta say, "Mama."
Oh.
That will catch my attention, I imagine, and might. I don't know how I'd react to that. Can I keep watching?
Yeah.
Child's voice coming out of another
In not a
character.
creepy way.
It's watching me sleep.
But it's not creepy because I said it's not.
Right. As
He's
long
not
as you say
standing.
it.
He's not standing directly over you, staring down at you while you sleep.
No, y'all already had that experience once. So yeah, your watch goes very quietly. You just kind of watch everybody sleep, making sure that they're okay. It's very quiet this evening, especially with after what you guys fought last session. It's just like all of the animals kind of scurried off, and it's just very quiet. You can hear like the branches rustling a little bit in the breeze that comes by, but nothing of note other than that on your watch.
Is it just like normal quiet? or is it oddly quiet? Like, are there like insects and things like that, or?
It's oddly quiet.
But I don't see anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Who normally does second watch? Is it Shiela? I'm gonna go wake Shiela up. Let her know it was very uninteresting.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to sit down and just kind of stare into the distance.
Give me a perception check.
My new dice. Here we go. Well, that's a 6.
It's just very quiet. You don't pick up anything.
love
Everything
No news is
seems
good news.
peaceful, but in a very disturbing way.
Okay. So we're just gonna kind of sit there. Is there like a breeze? Like, are the trees rustling at all?
Just a little bit. It's almost
Okay.
like everything. So you have like this little bit of breeze, and like you'll hear the every once in a while. But other than that, everything is still. Everything is quiet.
Okay. Perfect.
And with that, you guys can all hit the long rest button.
Oh,
Long rest button.
I needed sleep.
It feels so good to hit the long rest button.
I wish I could do that in real life.
Oh my god. I would love to hit that long rest button. And
Yeah, you would.
The
in
true
real life.
fantasy of D&D: 8 hours of sleep.
And feeling good.
It's just 8 hours of sleep, making a living as a freelancer, and speaking more than one language. It's like the ultimate fantasy.
Say, Livy.
Did that do everything? Okay.
Lovey.
Mommy?
So as the morning sun starts to rise, you hear a ding, ding,
It's the turtle.
It's a turtle.
ding.
Turtle bell.
And I'm gonna just walk over and I'm gonna like wake up Velfie. And I'm gonna be like, Velfie,
Mama,
it's the turtle.
what? Yeah.
It's the turtle. It's back.
The turtle's back. Is it the turtle? Do we know if it's the turtle?
I just got excited and assumed. I don't know if it's the turtle.
You guys would know that this is very similar sounding to the bell you guys had heard earlier. And it's got the same like movement with it.
Well, what do you guys think? Should we? I mean, I think last session, yesterday.
I like to divide my days into sessions. It just helps.
It just helps me in my brain.
The math just makes sense.
Yesterday, I think we had talked about if we came across a turtle, we would explore the turtle.
Giggity.
I agree. I'm normally a bit averse, but after what we discovered, I am so curious.
I'm the turtle.
I mean, the worst thing that we find out is that we can't really get up there in a timely fashion, and then we go back, and the next time we're on a mission, we grab some extra rations and make a.
Yeah, the rations are what I'm worried about, but I mean, I guess if we're capable of like splitting our rations in half.
Is there anything forageable around us?
Give me a nature check.
I don't know if I want to eat anything that's out here. Well, dead.
13.
Oh,
You see some berries, but you don't know if they are poisonous or not. Not with a 13. Like it's like a little blackberry looking bush off to the right hand side of camp. And they look very juicy. They look very plump. But you're not sure if they are poisonous or not.
Could I check and see
Of course.
if I could?
Could I check
Oh.
one too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anybody who wants to check.
Okay.
Can I
All right.
ask? I'm not a
So
botanist,
14.
but as
14.
a
I got a 21.
21. As a doctor, what were you gonna...
As a doctor, do I know anything about the physiology of poison and how to detect it and things like that?
You know about poisons and you know how to detect it from a medical standpoint, but not from a berry standpoint.
So I don't know if they're poisoned, but if one of you eats one and feels unwell, I'll probably be able to tell if you're poisoned.
Hey, Ruin, eat a berry.
With the 21, you would
No.
know that these aren't poisonous. They're actually just little blackberries.
So I'll look at Shiela and walk over and pick a blackberry and be like,
I start freaking out.
Give me a performance check. Please.
I think I probably actually throw up a little because that's an 8.
You're gonna inhale it when you go, and it's just gonna get stuck.
Yeah, I think he's fine, guys. Good job.
But
Is he okay? Are you choking?
No,
Are you choking, Ruin?
I don't know. Am I still choking, or did I like?
You're not choking in the sense that you can't breathe, but you are choking as like you swallowed down the wrong pipe.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Berry's not poisonous. Tried to breathe the berry. Don't breathe the berry. They don't contain oxygen.
And I'm gonna toss him his water pouch.
Thank you.
I'm not. Do I have to make an athletics check?
Not for this one, I'm gonna say
Oh,
no.
thank God. Okay, I walk over and I hand it to him.
I think we could probably extend our rations a bit with these. How many do there appear to be
Berries.
around? Like a good amount? Do we have?
There's enough for breakfast.
Okay, well, I guess we're having fruit for breakfast.
Yay! Berry breakfast. Don't breathe them.
It's
Do not
very
breathe
good.
them.
That was, I don't have another pun without repeating that one.
Beatrice is gonna look over at you with like puppy dog eyes.
Oh, of course I'm gonna go give Beatrice a berry or two, a small handful of berries.
She's gonna
And
look
she
at your
gets
hand,
them
look back up, look at your hand, and get really excited.
I didn't know goats were so expressive.
Beatrice is.
Beatrice. Can eat berries. Got it.
Goat can eat berries. Put that down in my notes.
Goat eat most anything.
Goat
At
eat
least
whatever.
Beatrice does.
Facts.
Old boots, hay, anything.
But with that, how would you guys like to spend your morning?
I want to go after the turtle.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. Hold
Okay.
on.
What am
This
I holding
is-
on to?
This is hold on to me. For I will be giving yet another inspiring speech. This is going to become a tradition, okay? Before we do anything, let me inspire. So we start the day off on the right foot, okay?
Damn straight. Let's go.
All right. Brave souls, hear me now. We stand not as mere mortals, but as living legends in the making. Our hearts beat in harmony with the rhythm of destiny, and today we face a crucible that shall forge our names into the this means like chronicles, okay? Into the annals of heroism. I think it's annals.
Annals, I
Annals?
think.
I think it's animals.
Annals.
Annals.
Into the annals. Yeah, there's 2 N's in there.
Anals.
I swear, I looked it up once, okay, but
So motivated.
there wasn't a breakdown of how to pronounce it, so I just went off of what I know.
I
Of
went to public school. I don't know.
It's great. the meaning is not lost on me.
okay, good.
Annals.
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 Sorry.
All right.
You say potato, I say potato.
I say anal.
You say potato, I say anal.
She's still going on her speech, guys. We can't keep doing this.
It's okay. It's all right.
Sorry, Belfie. Keep going. I'm still inspired.
All right. Okay. In the crucible of combat, remember this. Adversity is but the canvas upon which we paint our epic. Each one of us wields a power, a spark, gifted by the very cosmos that birthed us. Together, we are in an unstoppable force, a symphony of blades and magic. Thank you.
And with that,
Bravo. That
Pitter
was
patter.
that was I
Let's
feel
get
more
those-
inspired than usual.
that
7
was-
HP.
was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've just been writing a lot of inspirational speeches because I am very, very inspired. I'm very happy to be here. And this is so exciting.
I'm just so inspired to be fighting by your guys' side.
A symphony of blades and magic. That is just
That was
I just got
Mm.
Fantasia pictures.
so
Chef's kiss.
crisp.
I want that
Button up.
tattooed on my butt.
All right.
Good
Now,
stuff, Belfie.
So,
if we would like to traverse into the wild to find this giant turtle.
See if he's turtly enough.
can anyone tell what direction that ringing is coming from?
Do we
See if
still
we're
hear the ringing?
See if we're turtly enough
It's
for the
getting
turtle club.
closer.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
It sounds like it's a little like further back the way you guys came. Like it's coming from the mansion you guys are at. But it is coming your way.
Well, what if we just wait here until it comes to us?
I mean, it sounds like it's getting closer. It may
Yeah.
just save us some walking time, and it
Well-
won't really be able to sneak up on us. So, it sounds good to me.
but we don't
Works
know
for me.
if it's going to continue in this direction. What if it's circling?
We could meet it halfway.
Should we at least start going until it gets like a little bit louder? Like, get a sense.
You know
of,
what?
like, where it
Let's
is?
let's
Yeah,
just
I
go find
suppose
it.
So, sort of lead our mounts in that way.
All right. So Valfie's gonna walk over to Crystal and say, "Have fun. Put it away."
My crystal's gone.
Oh yes, I totally remember that, and I will do the same to my own.
I will go pick up my crystal and say Hefthine and put it in the.
Sure
Put it
that
away.
they have extra crystals, or maybe
that can't
some
be the
way.
first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Belfie, can you share your crystal?
I mean, who knows? If we find a dead order member on our way home, they probably had a crystal.
Now you want to be nice, Ruin? Now you want to be nice?
I would hope we don't find that though.
I hope so too.
Although
go.
we're no stranger to it. But anyway,
I hate finding
And
dead
Valfie's
order
gonna rub that
members.
spot where she got stabbed by the order member. Just like
How?
remembering. Yeah.
How is my bite looking? Is it fully healed at this point? I just have a pretty good score.
I'd say
Score.
so, yeah.
Okay.
Just a score.
Just a score.
You've just got a score. You're fine.
I have a scar.
A scar.
I'm gonna get something really cool tattooed on it, Belfie, and you're gonna draw it. It's gonna be great.
Want me to draw? Listen, I mean, I can come up with words, but pictures.
You
Art
paint
is
word
another story.
pictures
good.
are just words you can see.
I
It's
mean,
also writing, but still.
I could try, but just get Symphony of Magic and Blades just tattooed over it. Blades and
Yeah.
Magic. What did I say? Blades and Magic.
Just a magical blade.
It was blades and magic, but they're both good.
Yeah.
Mm.
All good. So I'm gonna go get on Jericho. Give a little pat between the head. Be like, good boy. Yeah.
All right. And I will
Um,
go up to Straya and I'm just gonna in her face.
Tongue's just
And
hanging
then-
out.
I'll just lightly tap it and see if it goes inside.
You're gonna see her little ears wiggle back and forth.
And then I will mount her.
Jealous.
I will also mount Beatrice.
Not jealous.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm gonna go get on Lucky.
all right.
He's just gonna watch as you walk closer, and his head's just gonna turn.
What are you
Yeah, I know.
doing? Oh. Can I like walk over and try to scratch Lucky's head? Like right between the ears?
He is going to shoot his head towards you and just
Yeah. Who's your big mean boy? No, okay. Consent is important. I respect that.
yeah, his ears are just gonna go back.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna back away.
The only person Lucky likes is Ruin.
And he doesn't even like me.
Likes or tolerates.
like is such a strong word.
So what are you guys doing?
Head towards the ringing. Oh, do we? I'm assuming we don't see the turtle yet.
You do not see the turtle yet, but you guys can hear the ringing.
And it's coming from the direction of the mansion, right?
Yeah. So
So are
like
we backtracking a little bit then?
you will be backtracking.
We
a
also
little bit.
went into the woods too, so we might, once we get out of the woods, see it better. But
I agree with Ruin, which is weird. I think we
Yeah, I know.
should get to the main road and see if we can determine direction from there.
That sounds like a plan.
So as you guys start to head towards the main road, you will know that it is backtracking, so it's going back towards the mansion a little bit. Do you guys still go, or
I mean, we found these berries, so there's likely something else
But
that we could forage, and
if we don't get this information back to the Order soon, they're gonna be pissed if they find out we went back.
I mean, I think there's an underlying understanding, though, particularly in the role of a chronicler, that you will be driven by curiosity as much as your mission.
Which is often why a
I-
chronicler is partnered with a hunter to get you guys back in the fucking town.
They didn't give us a deadline, did they?
but
Am I?
but
Do I
we got
recall
if we get waylaid by I don't know, things that go bump in the night, then oh no, it took us longer to get home. They don't
Right,
know.
it's not like we're in a controlled environment out
Yeah.
here. Anything could happen.
All right, good point. Let's go.
And Vanna hung up on Ruin.
Yeah, and Vanna hung
So-
up on me, so you know what?
Vanna's very
I
mad.
also drunk dialed her at 3 a.m.
So I mean, well, we work with them.
She might also want to know that there is a house on top of a giant turtle that is walking outside in the wilds. So
Yeah, you kind of want to know who's in that house.
It's worth a little exploration. If anyone feels uncomfortable by the time we get closer, then we can always.
if it looks like it's going to attack us, we leave.
If
'Cause I'm
anything,
not gonna-
I will spin a story of how the turtle just crushed the mansion. You don't have to mention the tentacle thing. The turtle could have
yeah.
just been walking through and just smashed it. It's not like they're gonna go out and check anyway.
Yeah, I think as long as we get back, they've got what they want out of that mansion anyway. They didn't care about the structural integrity of it. They just wanted what was in the safe.
And we did get what was in the safe. All right, let's go. Let's go after
Turtle
this turtle.
time.
Turtle time. Turtle squad.
So you make your way down the main road, and you guys travel for, about an hour before the trees start to become a little bit more sparse. And you can now hear or feel the ground shake as this thing is taking its steps. Very slow. It's very, very slow. But you can hear the bell shift every single time it takes a step. And you guys would be able to see through this tree line a giant turtle or tortoise. You're not quite sure which one it is, but it's huge. And it's slowly walking. And then you'll see it stop. It's like a grayish skin with a grayish green shell that comes around, and the house on top of it looks like it's got a little platform that it just kind of sits on because this turtle is so big. And at the very top of the house is a giant like lantern looking thing. That's what the light you guys saw when you guys did the spider climb and went up the tree. And it's very homey looking. It's got this little red roof. Would probably, especially with Velfi and Friedrich, remind you of like a fairy tale cottage. It's very homey. And you guys would see that there is a rope around the tortoise's stomach with a bell attached. It's this giant cathedral looking bell. And it's got like a crack all the way up the side of it. So it's had better days. And there's this, it looks like a little dragon head off the back with a rope attached, like a rope ladder that is nice and neatly attached to it. What would you guys like to do?
It's tied up, like it's not dragging.
It is not dragging.
Well,
How high or how tall is this turtle? Are we like close enough that we can see how tall it is?
It's very big. Like if you were to stand next to it, you would be but like an ant next to its foot.
Oh, that big.
It's big.
ooh,
Like the size of a small mountain type big.
How big is the bell then?
Pretty big bell. But since it stopped, it's actually going to tuck its legs in and it's going to lay on the ground. And you're going to see this tortoise's head just kind of like lay on the floor or the ground beneath it. And its eyes are just going to close.
Can I tell if it's doing that? Like it's been trained to let someone on or off? Or does it just look tired?
Give me an insight check.
Insight check, okay. 15.
You're not 100% certain, but you don't see anybody on the outside of it. But then again, you guys are a little ways away. But it looks like it might be just taking a nap. It's a big baby. It's got to haul around a lot of stuff.
No.
It's hauling around a house. I mean,
Whole ass
giant
house.
Bell.
so let make our way closer and see if we can find a way to get this ladder down.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say we head towards the rear of the turtle, towards the ladder.
Head towards the turtle butt.
Is the house the only structure on the turtle?
As you guys get closer, you see the house. It's a pretty decently sized house. But you also see a garden off the back.
There's a garden.
Is it like a watchtower or anything?
The watchtower would probably be where that lantern is at the top. But like it's like a cottage, so it's not like a super big thing. This thing's really tall, so like the whole turtle could probably be a watchtower.
So potentially they could have seen us, or whoever's in there could have seen us and told the turtle to stop.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Ruin is saying this as he's like looking up at a turtle butt. I guess we're getting closer. Like maybe.
So you
We're
guys are
also
getting
walking
closer?
towards the turtle.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get closer.
So as you guys start to get closer to the turtle butt, you guys are going to see in front
Statements
of
you
you.
only hear in D&D. As you get closer to the turtle butt.
So as you guys are getting closer to the turtle butt, yeah, you're going to see this like, it's going to be like this little light lilac color illusion pop up in front of you and your horses.
What do you want? Why are you here? What are you doing?
I'm so sorry.
Well-
We do not mean to trespass.
You will see this tiny little dude. He is about 3.5 feet tall, and his hat is probably about the size of him. It goes up another 3 feet to make him look a little taller. He is very old. He's got a very long beard and a very, very large nose. His eyebrows come to like a furrow, so where he just looks like he's extremely angry. And he's got this little staff in his hand that's comes to the top of his hat, so it's 3 feet taller than he is actually, and he just looks like a very angry little halfling or gnome. Excuse me, he's a little gnome. He's an angry little gnome.
I'm gonna get off my horse, and I'm going to kneel in front of this gnome, and I'm gonna say,
Don't
"I
kneel in front of
apologize."
me. Don't look down
gonna
on me.
I'm not looking down on you. I'm so sorry. My name is Shiela. We mean no harm. We were just curious where the sound was coming from.
And he's just gonna cock an eyebrow.
What do you want with my turtle?
I don't want anything with your turtle. Curiosity got the best of us. You probably don't get many visitors.
Who says I don't get any visitors?
The virus.
I mean, one, virus. Two, you live on a giant turtle.
Yes, I do. Turtle has a name, by the way. His name's Tibby.
Tibby or Timmy?
Tibby.
Tibby. Oh, I am so sorry. What is your name?
Gibby.
Gibby?
Yes.
Gibby and Tibby? Oh, I love that, Gibby. Gibby the turtle wrangler. He must be very strong.
He's very old, so like his little cane is starting to like shake a little bit.
Tibby, I am
Nah.
Professor Friedrich Edler.
Maybe he's a turtle.
Gibby, apologies. Where are my manners? How long have you
Gibby
been
the
out
turtle
here?
wrangler.
He's just gonna like glare at you, but you can't tell if it's like he's angry, if he just can't see.
How long have I been out here?
And he's gonna pause for a second.
No, that's not right.
We were just so curious about how you live on a turtle. Do you mind if we come up and see? We mean no harm.
He's gonna insight check you for a nat 1. So it doesn't matter.
You take anything, you die. You understand?
I completely understand.
You hurt Tibby. I
hurt
will
Tibby,
murder
I
you.
die. Yep, in my sleep.
It'll be worse
it.
than that.
Oh, I'll be okay.
So you'll be awake when he murders you, which could
I love
be
it, I love
worse.
it.
I don't.
It really is worse to be awake.
But we completely understand.
What about the? I think it's been 160 years. Yay. Or was it 150?
We have so many questions about the life you've led. Do you think you could tell us a little bit about yourself?
What about the rest of you? Y'all here to hurt me or Tibby?
Oh, no. No. I am here purely out of curiosity.
Velfie's a scholar. Velfie loves to learn, and your living arrangement is just fascinating.
He hears scholar, and you can just see his like face perk up. It's almost like all of the wrinkles and everything went from like droopy to like straight this way. He gets really, really excited.
Ooh, okay. Scholar. That's the, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And his image is gonna just disappear. And you guys are gonna see a ladder fall from Tibby's backside.
All right.
Well, time to climb a butt ladder.
I mean, it seems harmless enough. I'd probably be as defensive if I lived out here by myself, so.
Should we do
Probably does
anything with the mounts? Should we throw up the crystals, or do you think they'll be fine, or?
It's not a bad idea.
They have the
We
little
can't take it with
lanterns
us.
on them. But maybe we should kind of move them into the woods, get the kind of like a mock camp set up with the crystals up. That way, if we are up there overnight, we don't have to worry.
I feel like if we keep them close to the turtle.
I thought the turtle is a deterrent.
I mean, it's been
Definitely.
160
For sure.
years
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
I like the idea of putting the crystals up by the turtle, and then we won't need them.
And then if Gibby needs to move the turtle, then we will make a decision from there.
Okay.
Right.
Heftine as my
Heftine.
placement crystal.
And I will say, as you guys are doing this, you will notice the horses seem very at ease. Even though you
By
guys
the
are next to
turtle?
a giant-ass turtle, horses seem to be fine.
I don't
Maybe
think
we
this-
wait to put the crystals up, and then I mean
Well,
it's
this way we don't have to
daytime.
worry. Well, what if we get caught up here at night? We don't have to worry about them. Or for any reason we're in a time crunch and we run off the turtle and run into our it kind of gives us a
Oh yeah, that's that. Yeah,
away.
that does give us.
Also,
option.
just tell Gibby that we don't plan to travel with him. If he needs
Yeah.
to go, we'll let him go.
If he needs to go, we'll
Yeah.
yeah.
That
I
would be
know
cool to
everything
go
there is
with
about
him.
Gibby.
It
Belfie,
It
you
would-
can't leave
it-
us.
That remains.
it
to
would be
seen.
it would be
We'll see what it's
interesting.
like up there.
Even I can say it would be interesting, and that's
Anyone who's lived out here, away from Sydonea for at least over 100 years,
He's gonna know what life was like before the virus.
you might not know what you're getting. It's a little bit dicey out here, as we can tell.
yeah.
It has effects on people who would live alone for over 100 years in a virus-ridden wasteland.
We don't know if he's alone.
That is true.
Not yet. Let's
Well,
get up this ladder.
well, only one way to find out. And Ruin's gonna start climbing the ladder.
So as you guys make your way up the ladder, you will see Gibby trying to look intimidating with his arms crossed as you guys come up the ladder. But he's very short. He's 3.5 feet tall with a 3-foot hat to make him look just a bit taller.
Can I pretend to be
So the
intimidated?
tallest person in the party is the first one up.
Yeah,
as
he's
he's trying to look intimidating.
He's just gonna stare at you.
I'll stare at him as I climb further and further up. So the stare goes like,
Let's make one thing clear. This stays here.
Yep.
You don't
What stays here? Don't
anything.
tell people about
Don't-
you.
I don't want people to know. I don't want people coming on my property. I don't want people coming after Tibby.
people to know about what?
Me. I like being by myself.
I'm gonna.
Well,
He is by himself,
I
Belfie.
am curious because you don't want to be discovered. However, there is a giant bell attached to your turtle, attached to Tibby.
I mean,
Not very
how is he supposed?
inconspicuous.
How is he supposed to find his turtle if he has to go anywhere? You put a bell on your friends.
Would you like a bell, Ruin?
I've heard cats do that.
I'm a walking bell.
I mean,
You know,
we're
I can
wearing
actually see
that,
skins,
Gibby.
So
And he's just gonna kind of stare off in the distance for a second. Like he just disassociated. Like he's not there right now.
The ADHD is strong.
can I look at
So,
Gibby's
so
eyes?
there. You said a garden. You said there was a garden up here, right? He's got a little garden.
He's got a little garden, yeah. And what did you want to know about his eyes?
Are they looking anywhere in particular? Are they looking at our order pins?
Give me a perception check.
I want to see if he's made any sort of particular reaction to that. A 9.
You can't tell if he's looking at your pen or if he's looking past you.
Did we? I don't think we mentioned that we were part of the order.
Intentionally.
Gibby,
not.
how do you live up here? I mean, I see you have a garden.
Huh?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. What? When did you get here?
Yes.
Okay.
You just let us up.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're not here to hurt Tibby, are you?
No.
Oh God,
okay.
no. Why would we hurt something as beautiful as Tibby?
Tibby is very pretty, isn't he?
Do you not remember talking to us a few minutes ago?
Of.
And he's just going to disassociate again.
Gibby?
Ah, yeah!
I
I'm
do
sorry.
remember these are my friends. So Professor Friedrich and Velfie here are scholars. Did you have questions for them?
Oh, that's cool.
I know we have questions for you.
He's going to kind of glare for a second.
You're not
I'm
gonna
so
tell
sorry.
anybody where I'm at?
Nope. Your secret
Absolutely not.
He's going to cast Detect Thoughts on Big Tall Man. So he's going to cast it on you, Ruin.
Breathe in.
What are your
breathe
surface
out.
level thoughts? Are you, like, he's specifically looking for, are you going to tell?
Oh. You would he would probably hear, man, he's living on a how do you get a garden on top of a turtle? How why would I tell anybody about this? Like, if
It
he's
took
out
a
here
lot
safely,
of moving dirt.
He's just going to stare at you.
And I'm gonna just look really confused. Dirt?
I'd imagine it would, but you don't have to worry. I'm not gonna, like, none of us are going to say anything about you living out here. This is your space.
One good fuck up and we'll forget.
Or you'll spill
That's a drink.
everything.
That's a drink, by the way.
Never.
Do you get a lot of visitors out here?
Once in a while. A lot of them have worn that little pin you got on your thingy.
So you've met others before that have the pen.
They're not all very nice.
Do you ever get attacked by the things that live out here?
Well, that's what Tibby's for. Tibby's really big. They don't typically come after Tibby, and Tibby's pretty scaly and like thick. So can't really
would you say
him.
that would you say that Tibby is intimidating?
How did you and Tibby meet?
Tibby's been my friend for 200 years.
Has Tibby always been this massive?
Oh no, I got Tibby when he was little.
And he's just going to, like, take his little hands and, like, kind of put them together to show how big Tibby used to be.
How did he grow this big?
Did you cast a spell on him?
I think my enlarged spell got stuck.
That's
I
okay.
mean-
You enlarged Tibby, so it wasn't an itty bitty Tibby. And then
So are you a wizard?
enlarged.
He was
I'm a
Tibby,
sorceress.
and then he became Tibby.
So as soon as you say sorceress, he's gonna cast dancing lights, and these pretty little, like, lilac lights are gonna pop up, and they're just gonna, like, circle the party.
I guess you could say that.
And he's just gonna kind of move his hands around a little bit.
Aw, you're so talented.
Thank you, I try.
So what do you do out here with your time?
I get to see this corner of the world quite a lot.
you been far from here?
Oh, yeah. Been all over. I like to travel.
Is everywhere like here? Or
Oh,
is there
no.
anywhere different?
Oh, there's like all kinds of things. Like, there is a, like, have you ever seen snow?
No, I've read
Em,
about
have we seen
snow.
You would y'all would have never seen snow. So you would have read about it, but you guys have never seen snow.
No, I haven't.
It's like this white stuff that comes from the sky. It's like frozen water that comes out, and it's like really puffy, and it's like really cold, and you have to wear all this like really protective stuff or it
Insight check.
burns.
Okay.
I think that's 15. Is he being? Is there really snow?
He is telling the truth, but he rolled so poorly on his persuasion, you're not sure if he's just a fucking old man and he's like senile and he just lost it and this is a dream of his, or if he's like actually seen something like this.
I'm gonna not even like not make a big deal out of whether or not I believe him, because we're standing on top of a giant turtle. And he can also hear I don't know if detect thoughts is still like
I think you forgot about it. But there's
How much do I know about turtles?
give me a nature check.
That's a 15.
no.
Turtles aren't really a thing in Sydonea. You know of the little turtles that'll like peek their head up out of like lakes and things and like sit on logs, but you've never seen a turtle or a tortoise like this.
Okay. Wow.
I like turtles.
Turtle.
I do too.
So, the places you've been, have you come across any other settlements?
Oh yeah. There's been plenty.
Like cities of people?
I actually grew up out of like outside of a city, and it was real big. There was like this big castle, and then there was a duke there, and then the duke was kind of mean. He wasn't very nice, but I tried to stay away as much as I could. I don't like being around people too much, so I didn't really go.
Do you remember how long ago you last saw a city?
I saw the one with the blue sphere around it not too terribly long ago.
That's where we're from.
Do you see those spheres often?
That's the only one I've ever seen.
Do you know what it does?
I don't really like many people that come from there, so I don't ask too many questions, but I'm assuming it's to keep the bad things out.
You're very smart.
I know.
Do you
I love this thing.
Delphi, I'm sorry I interrupted.
That's okay, Ruin. It's fine. Just this once, though. But do these other settlements, are they touched by the virus, by the bad stuff that's out here?
Oh, I don't know. I can't get back.
You can't get back to those other settlements?
I've been here for 152 years.
Does
160, 150, 148.
What's
Do you-
stopping you from going back?
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know. I don't know.
and
Oh, this corner.
And he's gonna pause for a second and just kind of stare at you.
How big do you think this place is?
I think it's fairly large.
Like this area?
How big of a map do you think this place has?
4 corners.
Well, last time I checked, any piece of paper has 4 corners.
Yep.
You are very smart.
You. I'm gonna look at Friedrich, be like, I don't know. Do you know?
Would I have an idea if I...
You...
The map that Vana gave us, right?
Yeah, the only maps you guys have been, like, actually seen are maps that have been given to you by the Order.
So do we just? I'm gonna just pull the map out and show him the map that we are given. It's like, this is typically all we're given.
Oh. No, the world's a lot larger than that. The area we are stuck in is only less than a quarter of how big this continent is.
What?
Why are we stuck?
Oh, we're all stuck. Once the virus hit, we can't leave.
What stops you from leaving? Like, do you hit a wall, or is it just the
Best way to describe it.
Okay.
I don't really know what happened. I was over here just kind of traveling with Tibby when everything went to shit, and I couldn't get back.
You must miss your family.
I didn't have one.
Oh, okay.
Just me and Tibby, so I got stuck with the right person.
Does a name Kurik sound familiar at all?
Oh yeah, Kirk used to actually work at the wizarding school that was little ways east of here. I shouldn't say little. It's a couple days journey, but actually more than a couple days journey, probably a week. But yeah, he used to be a big person over there at the wizarding college, along with this guy named Narvosc. I never really liked either one of them, honestly.
East of here?
Yeah.
Do I know if he's referring to Sydonea? Because on my map, Sydonea is west of where we are.
I think he's talking about the mansion.
Which is talking about somewhere else.
So you guys are like
what is it
north.
called?
Right? Let me double check this map here. Yeah, you guys are like slightly northeast. He is not talking about Sydonea.
He's probably talking about Esorora. That's, I think, maybe the name of the wizarding college.
Oh, what was mentioned in the resources
journal.
we found.
Yeah, where he said he was going to show us Aurora.
Yeah, S. Aurora was a big wizarding school east.
Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I actually helped teach some classes there before everything went to shit. It wasn't very long, though. I didn't like being there. There were too many people.
Do you have a map of that area here that we could look at?
I don't know. I could check.
And he's gonna start like slowly patting his way to the house, and he's gonna motion you guys to come with him. And as you guys like actually get to see these surroundings, he's got a very nice garden. Things that like you guys haven't actually seen before. Some very exotic fruits and like little bushes that have something that's like rounded and yellow, and tomatoes and carrots, and like he's even found a way to cultivate an apple tree up here.
And we wouldn't know what any of those are, or
you wouldn't know what the round yellow thing is.
Okay.
Yeah, follow me. I mean, I can look.
Before we go inside, what is this yellow round thing?
Oh! It's what is it called?
And he's just gonna disassociate for a second.
Oh. Damn it.
Oh, Gibby, this is such an amazing garden.
Oh, yeah, I worked really hard on it. I can't remember the name of that, but that does not grow here. I know that.
What does
And
it
it's-
taste like?
It's very sour.
Sour. Okay.
And if you put a
Velvy's
little
gonna,
salt on it, it's actually really good. And he's actually going to pick one off and give it to you.
Thank you so much.
Of course. I
Okay.
would. It's very sour. Just be careful with it. It's not like a treat that you can have, but like you can take it and like take the juice and add like sugar. I know sugar is like a real big delicacy anymore, and we really don't have a whole lot of it. But you can add some sugar to it and sweeten it, and it tastes really nice. It's like
Okay.
a sweet, tangy taste. But I don't
Buffy's gonna
remember the
take
name
out-
of it.
She's gonna take out her journal and just like quickly write down everything that he's saying, so that way she can remember it.
Just don't tell anybody I gave you that. Don't
Oh,
tell them where you
don't- I
found it
won't.
either.
I'll leave it up. Don't worry.
What does Tibby eat?
Oh, Tibby eats like whole trees if they're nummy enough.
That would explain why there are less trees than when we were here.
Yeah, he takes them like a stick
days
and he
ago.
just puts his mouth on it and then just rips upward.
Ooh,
It takes a lot to feed a giant turtle that big.
I bet.
I'd
You do a
imagine.
good job at it, Gibby.
Thanks, he's my best friend. And he's going to
Alright,
continue walking inside.
May we come in, Gibby?
Yeah!
Perfect. And I'm gonna just follow him in.
Same. I follow behind.
And when you guys walk into this house, it is cluttered top to bottom with papers. He likes books and lots of books. And he has this whole place furnished with books to the point to where you can't really see where his furniture is.
Can I just sort of inconspicuously, as he leads us in, glance around, see if I recognize any titles or authors or?
Give
Can
me
I
a
do the same?
perception. Yeah, anybody who wants to look, give me a perception check.
I would.
Oh, perception check.
That is a nat 20 plus 3.
I got a 14.
9.
Nat 2 plus 4. Sorry,
Uh,
plus 2. 4
so-
total.
Less than 10. They seem extremely, whatever is in here is very foreign. Like this is something he's been collecting throughout his whole life. He just really, really, really likes books. You can see on some of the designs, they look like super fancy. You see fairy tales on a few of them.
They appear to be in common.
Most are in common. But there's just such a disarray, you can't quite figure out what in the world he has. It's a little overstimulating seeing how many he has. With a 14, you'll notice that there are just so many books in here. You see something about wizarding colleges. You see something about the history of, and it's like faded. And then you see just so many leather bound books. It smells like an old bookshop. And then with a nat 20, you're gonna see scrolls of innervation magic, scrolls of transformation magic, scrolls of this magic, scrolls of dark magic, necromancy at its finest, Aurora history, stories of, and like the word is faded.
Does S. Aurora ring a bell to any of us?
Well,
It,
from
What we read.
Karox.
from what we
Karox.
read.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I think
but
we
I don't have the
tried.
journal
I think
on
we
me,
tried to
so-
think of it last or yesterday, but
Okay,
nobody had any.
that's why it sounded familiar to Sammy Brain.
Yep.
And he did explain S. Aurora was the wizarding school to the east.
Okay, S. Aurora is a school, not a person. What kind of magic do you do?
Oh, I do all kinds of things.
I am absolutely enthralled by your decor. I would like to read every single book that's in here.
Yeah, I like to read too. It's a lot of fun.
And he's just going to kind of look around at his collection.
There's so many books. You must have been to so many different places.
Yeah, this world's pretty big.
Have you read all of these?
Probably twice. I have a lot of time on my hands. I like to read.
Understandable. No. It's a good way to pass the time.
So
Well, I
much.
mean, we've been here for 152 years and can't leave, so haven't really been able to add to the collection any.
What kind of things would you like to add? Maybe we can keep a look while we're in town. If we ever run into you again, we could maybe barter.
I like fantasy. I like dark fantasy tales. And I like books
fantasy's
about
fun.
illusions.
Because that's the school I went to, and he's going to cast like minor illusion. He's going to show like this very pretty, something you guys have never seen before. It looks like this giant castle that just goes up to the sky, and there's stone archways, and it looks like Gothic architecture.
This is the school I went to.
And
It's like nothing
How
I've ever
long
seen before.
wow.
Do I recognize it in any way, or does it look like completely foreign architecture?
Completely foreign.
Yeah, my school was out west.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I do miss that part, but in terms of books, I don't think anything that y'all's town has I'd want to get my hands on.
Did you go to school in Esarora?
Oh no.
So you went to a different college. What was it called?
And he's going to just kind of disassociate a bit.
Does it, as
So
best I can
you-
tell, does this look like some type of like personality trait, or does he appear to be under some type of spell?
You could just be old.
He seems old and senile.
Okay, so it's not like someone has altered his memory to where when you ask him something, he blanks because he can't talk about it or something.
Give me a perception check or an insight check.
Like as a wizard, I would know a little bit about that type of spell, even though I don't currently practice it. It's a 4.
You are not sure. To you, it looks like he is old and senile.
So you said you knew both Narvosc and Kuruk, right?
Yeah. Karak was kind of a dick.
Oh, I bet.
Narvosc had good intentions.
What do you mean had good intentions?
Well, he died.
What well, I mean, thank you. But
May I go look at your books?
Sure, just please don't mess them up. They're all I got.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to kind of go over to a bookshelf and just start looking. Do I see anything that seems out of the ordinary or potentially something that would make me think that there's something more to it?
With that 14 from earlier, you see he really likes fantasy books. And he's like got dark fantasy, dark romance. Like he likes fairy tales.
Gibby, I see you don't have the one about the witch and the unicorn.
A what? I mean, there's lots of
Oh.
witches and unicorns.
I'm going to get this book and it's going to change your life.
Okay.
Do you have anything you want to ask us? I'm so sorry. We seem like we're bombarding you with questions. We just haven't seen anybody survive out here by themselves the way you have.
Oh, well, of course. You live in Sydonea.
Why do you stay out here? Why don't you?
I
go
ain't
to
going in
Sydonea?
there.
Why not?
I don't want to.
Is there something keeping you away?
Can I see if he's afraid or not?
Give me an insight check.
That was exactly what I was
18.
thinking too.
This dice is set. An
What'd you get?
18.
I got. Actually, no, that's not that bad. 16.
Okay, with 16 and 18, you notice he's not scared. He genuinely does not want to go.
Is it because of the two that you met? They just kind of put a bad taste, or you just don't like people? You've said that.
I don't
I'm
like
so sorry.
people.
People can be kind of mean,
Yeah, they're very mean.
and they don't.
Now, have you? I mean, you were on this. You were hanging out up here with Tibby. Have you seen in your travels around here there was a massive beast that we saw? Whichever direction we saw him, I would know what direction we saw him, but my brain is not.
Believe Ruin, it
But
was
the thing that we
north of
saw in the
Sydonea.
first, the thing that we saw in our first session, or vaguely saw in our first session, the big cleric beast or whatever it was. Have you had run-ins with this big?
Who rolled a nat 1.
No.
But even with a nat 1, not a lot of stuff comes next to Tibby. I mean, Tibby's pretty big, and that's the reason we have the bell underneath him too. Loud noises are scary.
They are.
Typically,
Definitely
things don't
scared
come
us.
over towards something that's as big as Tibby, but I'm sure we've seen it. We've seen some really scary things. And it looks like in the past couple of months or so, things have been getting a lot worse.
When's
A
the
lot
last
worse.
time you?
How?
Oh, things are getting a lot scarier. Things are
Just-
losing their color. Things are getting a lot bigger.
Interesting.
It's getting colder.
Do we know it's getting colder? It's not just a seasonal change.
Where you guys are at, it might just feel like a seasonal change, but give me a perception check.
12.
With a 12, you will notice it's a little chillier than last year. But you just kind of guessed that was a nature thing.
Yeah, it has seemed to be getting a little colder.
The people that you've seen that wear this pin, when's the last time you saw a group of them, and did you speak to them, or did you just see them out in the forest?
Last person who came aboard he was beefy, like awkwardly beefy. He didn't like clothes. He claimed it was to help him go wah, and he wasn't very bright, but it's been a while. He didn't hurt anything. I just think he was stupid.
A big, stupid man who went wah and didn't wear clothes? Is that accurate?
Yeah, I can't remember what his name was. I think it started with an A.
Arlo?
Yeah,
I know,
that
there's
sounds
so many
familiar.
I know it.
Can we tell that that's who he's talking
Yeah.
about, though?
That's what he said. It sounds familiar.
So Ruin's gonna describe him, but I can't bring back the memory of what we had when we saw Arlo. He kind of looked like this, but maybe less black veins running through his body.
Oh, like this? And he's going to cast Minor Illusion. And you see Arlo in his hands.
Yes. Yes, that's Arlo.
Yeah, he's stupid.
How long ago did you speak to him?
Probably about 3 or 4 months ago. He made the same, I asked him to make the same deal as you guys did. Don't tell anybody.
Is it the first time you'd met him?
Yeah, it's the only time I've met him. I run into every once in a while I run into some of you, and you're not all that nice. And you're not all that smart.
Did he talk about what he was doing, or did he ask you any questions?
Not really. He just looked really hungry that day.
Did he try to hurt Tibby?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
I think he was smart enough not to do that.
I think so too.
Was he alone?
For that one, yeah.
So it wasn't the first time you'd met him?
I've seen him around.
Have you seen him recently?
No. Last time I saw him was about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
4 months ago. 6 months ago? He's gonna disassociate again.
Well, thank you for sharing your home with us.
I'm sure being up here, time is a weird thing at this point.
Time is always weird. Especially if you go to other realms. Now, time works very differently over there.
You go to different realms.
Oh yeah, there's a sparkly one, and it's all the colors are really vibrant, and there's things that you just I personally would never imagine. And you go there, and 1 second there it could equal 1,000 years here. It's very weird.
Can you teach me?
Teach you what?
How to go to other realms?
It's not very easy, and you don't really want to do it.
Oh, okay. And Sheila's gonna kind of look bummed.
Has anything I've ever studied taught me about other realms? Am I aware of it?
You would know, because I think we established this a couple sessions ago. You would know of the Feywild. You've read of it. And you think that that's what he's talking about.
Y'all are very sheltered.
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, it's a consequence of dangerous times. It's difficult to be out and about.
Yeah, I agree.
You handle yourself really well, though.
Because I do it alone.
Were you able to find that map in here?
Oh, that's what I was looking for. I forgot.
And he's going to kind of turn around and he's going to start looking. And
I don't know where it is.
And he's just going to start again rummaging through different drawers and everything. And he's going to, as he's going through one of his desks, he's going to open a drawer and he's going to pull out one of these maps. It's a pretty rough drawing, but this is the only one I can find right now. And this is what I've gathered with Tibby in the last 150 years. And I'm going to send that to you. So this is what I've gathered since I've been down here, but
oh wow,
I've been down here for 150 years.
So there's multiple different structures, and these are all the... Wow.
Those structures, unfortunately, have been completely turned into ruins.
All of them?
There is nothing there.
At any of them?
No. In this corner of the world, in terms of settlements, y'all are the only one that is still running.
So they were destroyed before you got trapped here 150 some odd years ago?
No, they were the first to go when the virus broke out.
Wow, Tibby. Or Gibby.
Why-
I'm so
so
sorry. You've
Why
seen
is
so
this
much.
one area so dark?
That, at least from what I can tell, is where the outbreak started.
So that's the no-no square?
It's pretty. Me and Tibby don't go down there.
Is there a reason besides obviously the virus?
There are things, and he's gonna like cast another minor illusion, and you guys are gonna see a dragon in his hand that looks like it is rotted. Its wings have holes in it. Its eyes are glazed over. And again, this is like a little lilac color illusion. There are things you don't want to mess with down there.
Would I recognize that that's a dragon?
With how much you read, I'd say yeah.
Okay. Wow, so there's like this rotted dragon over in that.
There's a lot of things over there. That's just one of them.
And you made it out okay?
I just saw it from a distance. Tibby and I got our asses out.
Have we ever seen a dragon? Like
No.
in person?
Have you and
So-
how do you and Tibby talk?
Oh, we hear each other in here.
He's gonna point to his head.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Hey. You mean to tell me y'all didn't know about this?
No, we
No.
had no idea.
Well,
I'm
if they're not telling you, you don't bring it up.
Not at all. Because I don't want them to know where we learned it.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the page where I wrote all that information about the yellow fruit, and I'm going to just give it to him to keep. But I'm going to hold on to the
I
fruit.
like notes.
Thanks. I don't want anyone to come across it. I'm actually kind of thinking about not taking this thing either, just because I want to preserve you and what you've built. Because I would feel really bad if someone happened upon it and was like, "Where'd you get this?" And I'd have to. I don't know. I don't want to.
What if we secretly ate it in your dorm room?
What if I just make some now?
And he's gonna start snapping his fingers, and you guys are gonna see like. You guys are mainly in his like living area. A little further back, you guys see this pretty immaculate looking kitchen. It's got like a stone center with like a stone oven in the back, and like all of these like pitchers, and like it's honestly a fruit squeezer. Comes over, and like other supplies start flying in, and then you start seeing these little utensils start to work and everything, and then you'll see 3-4 tankards come out, and this juice is poured into each of them, and some sugar is mixed in, and you'll see Gibby start to like move his hands a little bit and cast like a cooling spell, and then the mugs will float over to each of you.
Oh
go.
my gosh! I'm gonna take a sip.
So this is the equivalent to lemonade.
This is sour, but delicious.
like
It's good, isn't it?
sour, but not. But
It's
that's,
tart.
That's
Very dour.
Sour,
Baby,
yes.
baby power.
This is something that they make quite often in the southwest part of this continent. I hope you guys get to experience it one day.
You.
Oh my gosh!
So that's where this fruit grows?
Mm-hmm.
What's the area called?
And he just kind of stops for a second.
I don't remember. I'm old.
Fair. You've answered a
you
lot of
look
questions
great.
today.
So is Friedrich. It's okay.
Thanks. Yeah, you look to be about my age, but I know we're not the same age.
You seem a bit older, but yeah, time takes its toll as I just stare off
He's lived a
into the
hard life.
corner.
But they said you're a scholar. What kind of scholar?
A medical doctor.
Oh.
Are you
Yeah,
feeling
if you
well?
have any weird looking warts or bumps or abrasions, like he'll look at them for you. It's pretty
And
great.
he's gonna start looking over his hands, and they're very wrinkly.
I don't think I have any warts. But I do think I have a medical book. Hold on. Is that all you do?
And a bit of spell casting as well.
Ooh, okay. I might actually have something.
Do I, while he's looking around, or like, I'm just kind of like sizing him up, which doesn't take long, but does he have anything that looks like any sort of infection or anything like that on him anywhere?
Give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
No, he looks perfectly healthy for an old senile little man.
24, but okay.
And he's just gonna walk off, and he's gonna start like rummaging through some things, and he's gonna come back, and he's got 3 things. He's got a book and 2 scrolls, and he's gonna give them to you, Friedrich.
To me.
So this is it's you know, I think it's older, like it's probably 200 years old, so it's been a while, but I picked this up when I was in the college in the west part of the continent. But this is all on like anatomy shit that I don't get, so you can have this. And these, since you seem to do a little spell casting, I have a feeling you might need some of these, and I have a feeling you were in a the fancy school that I didn't really partake in.
But he's gonna give you a scroll of revivify. And he's going to give you a scroll of summon undead.
To confirm, scrolls are like game rules thing. Is it like a one-time use type thing?
If you use them, yes, but for wizards, you can actually copy it on your own time and learn it.
Okay. I really appreciate your hospitality, Gibby. Thank you for these.
Of course, I don't give a shit about the anatomy stuff. That was never my thing. But I could always rewrite the other thing. So, yeah. You're welcome.
Don't tell anybody where you got them.
We don't know. We found him.
Revivify and summon undead?
Yep, revivify and summon undead.
Okay.
And, ooh, he's going to hear... very faintly. What are you carrying? And he's looking at you, Friedrich.
What am I carrying?
Yeah.
Friedrich, do you have the vial from the safe?
Friedrich does not have that.
No, but I have the vial
The
of
spit vial.
your bite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it out.
What?
Not that.
Oh, thank God.
Is there something that's caught your attention?
It whispers. I haven't heard that in a long time.
What did I get that whispers? What was it? I remember this now.
You have a book that is made of skin
Yes,
and bone.
it's bound in flesh. I remember
Oh
now.
yeah, the scary flesh book.
I'm gonna pull the scary flesh book out. He's been very upfront with us.
Oh, I know what this is. Can I hold it?
Yeah, you know what this
Oh,
is?
I know what this is. This is dark shit.
He's just gonna kind of like look through it real fast.
Oh, do you know what this is?
I hope
No.
you're about to tell me.
This is a spell book from a very scary
man.
How do you know? Is it written in common?
It is written in common. Yeah, this is Quark Baradol's spellbook.
You've seen this before.
Oh yeah, he was a very interesting man.
Interesting.
Can you tell us about some of the spells that are in there? Because I'm not experienced enough to comfortably cast them as a sorceress.
Yeah, so I think this is probably, and she's gonna point to Friedrich, this is probably best fit for him.
Okay.
But this is, you got to attune yourself to it, otherwise it won't work. But this thing allows you to animate dead, circle of death, false life, finger of death, speak with the dead, summon undead, and gives you a vampiric touch if you choose to.
That all sounds like a lot. Is it risky?
Well,
Not
every
if,
magic comes with a risk.
not if you treat it okay. I mean, just don't get angry at it. Spellbooks can get very angry. Sometimes they actually hold the souls of people in them, and they'll pass wizards, and then they get really angry. But if you study it, you'll be able to cast from it every once in a while. This is actually from the School of Necromancy off to the north. That's where Quark got all
I'm
this
gonna look at
stuff.
Friedrich and very quietly, why would the Order want this?
I wonder if the Order even knows it was there.
Yeah.
I think
Can
it's
I-
best we keep this to ourselves.
I agree. Can I tell what the whispers are saying?
Give me a perception check.
Now, with where the book is out and visible, would everybody be able to hear the whispers, or is it just specifically?
Specifically the two wizards.
Okay,
17.
just one.
It just sounds like a bunch of people whispering. It could, and with a 17, you'll know, or you'll think, it could be maybe the people's skin that it's made from, the bones that is mended into it, maybe it's part of them.
Maybe I'll tell you a personal approach of mine, and you can give me your opinion. As a wizard, I've found that it's generally not good to trust or associate yourself with inanimate objects that speak. They tend to be dangerous. Do you think this book is dangerous?
I could see where you're coming from for that one. I don't think it's dangerous. You with something like this, you can actually make yourself look dangerous. But this is just a spell book, and maybe Cork had some really weird ways of getting his spells situated. So I mean, necromancy spells typically you don't get through by nice means, but I don't think this specifically is going to hurt you.
Can I look outside of a window and kind of gauge how long we've been talking with him?
Yeah. So you guys left in the morning, and then when you look outside, it's probably about 2, 3.
So midday, a little past. Okay.
I really appreciate your insight.
Of course.
I'm going to study this a bit further, and I'm going to put it back in my pack.
Yeah, it likes to whisper. Lots of things like to whisper, and he's going to disassociate.
Does anything in here like to whisper to you?
Oh, there are plenty. They're just quiet right now.
I'm glad to hear that.
The voices.
Ugh. I used to be crazy once.
The voices. Yeah. I used to be crazy once, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
Well, what What were you planning to do with your evening, Gibby? Before we interrupted it.
I just was gonna sit here, enjoy my day with Tibby.
Did you stop for us?
Oh no, Tibby's tired. I didn't know y'all were around. I have a little alarm set around the perimeter of Tibby, and you guys walked into it. That's the only way I know you're here.
Do you like to read to Tibby?
Yeah, I read Tibby all the time. He likes fantasy too. He likes the little, the scarier ones I've noticed though. He likes the dark fantasy.
Well, he sees a lot of it around in real life, so I could see it.
Maybe it just makes him feel like, I don't know, maybe, you know, things could be worse.
Maybe, yeah.
While this conversation's going on, he's looking at you, Ruin.
You need to be careful.
How so?
Your aura's different.
Would I know kind of what he's referencing?
Yeah, you would definitely know.
Yeah.
And then he's going to go back to Shiela. It was just like a very quick.
Can Shiela do a insight check on Ruin to see if she can gauge that something's off?
Sure. And Ruin, give me a persuasion or a deception check. Don't say which, and let us know what your number is.
I rolled a 14. Yeah, 14.
I believe that's either a 17 or an 18. I just have to.
So you are higher. What does she see?
Just sees Ruin kind of nod when he says that my aura is different and nothing else.
Okay. Leave it at
You
that.
do. It's like you do know that. Like, I don't. You know, you've seen me make my sword appear out of nowhere. I don't have it like on me constantly. So there's that much, but.
And he's going to look at Shiela.
You look familiar.
Do I? In what way?
I don't know. It's like having this awkward deja vu. I could just be old and senile, but
And he's just going to stare at you.
Does the name Amelia sound familiar?
no.
Darn it.
It's that old person stare where they're like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You know, maybe we've crossed paths in a previous life. Maybe you knew my parents.
Not too old to know your parents, probably. I've never been in Sydonea.
And then he's going to turn to you, Velfie.
I knew your mama.
You knew my mother.
I think so. You look just like her.
We do share the same hair. She's gonna.
She liked to play the lute too, didn't she?
She did. She taught me how to play.
Yeah, she was a very nice woman. She's one of the people I met not too terribly long ago.
Really? How long ago was that?
When would your parents have passed away?
So she's 20. So 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
4 years ago?
4 years. Okay. So you met my. So she knew you were out here.
Yeah.
She kept her secret.
Glad to know she didn't tell anybody.
She didn't. Did you? Was it just her, or was there a man with her?
Now that I think about it, there was a man with her. He was very quiet. She liked to talk a lot. I liked her more.
Sounds just like her. Wow. That's amazing.
Very sweet.
How
So
did you
Velpy-
meet her mother? Oh, sorry.
Velpy is just thinking about her dream
Mm-hmm.
and kind of trying to connect the dots between what her mom was saying in that dream to knowing that he's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that she knew that. Yeah. So that's where Velpy's head is at right now.
And he's just gonna disassociate for a second.
While
Sheila's
while he's dissociating, I'm like kind of lean over to the professor and be like, "Do we show him the flask?"
He doesn't want to be found, so I feel like he would not do anything to compromise us either. I think we have sort of a mutually assured
Yeah,
secrecy here.
He might know something about what it is.
I mean, he seems to know Korik
Yeah.
and Narvosc, so yeah, I would agree. I'd say let's show it to him.
And then
Who's
we'll
holding
wait
the
for him.
flask?
I think I was holding the flask. I mean, we didn't specifically say who was, but
And he's going,
I was.
Yeah.
this. Now we found one of Kurik's labs
Ew.
recently. Yeah, that's where we came into his book, and we found this thing. And I'm going to pull the flask out. It's like, would you know anything about what this black liquid would be?
Oh, that doesn't smell good.
Smells pretty gross, doesn't it? That taste.
I don't know exactly what that is, but that doesn't. It doesn't look pleasant. But Korik and Narvosc kind of stopped talking to anybody like 153 years ago. Or at least, the people that weren't invited.
Invited to what?
Oh, the little little research area.
now that whole place, and he's gonna point to the map that he showed you guys earlier. Place
The,
like
the
where,
dark the dark spot.
Yeah.
Were you invited there?
Oh no.
So
No,
did they start the infection?
it's possible.
So they were doing research in the part of the world where it is thought to have originated?
Yeah.
Were they doing research before it spread?
Oh, I mean, like every wizard does their research, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to piece together a timeline.
So just backtrack. Back to my mom. Did she mention anything wrong or anything different? Something dangerous?
She. Not that I can remember. I was
No?
just enamored by her music.
She was a great player. What songs did she play for you?
There was a tune.
Oh, I know that song. She used to hum that to sleep for me.
Yeah, she played that one. It was very nice. Put Tibby to sleep. About put Gibby to sleep too. Are y'all hungry?
I am famished.
Yeah, all we had were berries.
I gotcha.
And you're gonna start to see like
berries and gross rations.
Oh, they're still doing the gross rations. I remember hearing about that.
and he's gonna start like summoning things in, where like you see like tomatoes and a slab of meat that comes in, and like things that you guys aren't used to getting often in Sydonea. And you're just gonna see like a flame spark up in the kitchen, almost like Calcifer in Howl's Moving Castle, and everything's just gonna start cooking on its own while he's just sitting there listening to y'all.
He has fresh meat out here. Can I ask what we're about to be eating?
Oh, it's a deer.
Where are you finding
deers?
deer?
You have to be very careful. They're very rare, but you can find them every once in a while.
Well,
Do you
thank you
hunt?
for sharing.
I don't hunt often. I mean, I feel bad when I do it, but like, I don't cause any pain.
Make it quick.
I can do this one spell that like kills things pretty quickly.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna look intimidating for a second.
I'm sure the meal will be delicious.
All we've had today is berries and cream.
Y'all have cream?
Wow.
We
Beatrice
call
is
it
a bit old for that.
we have to call it cream. It's just basically water.
It makes us feel good.
Yeah.
It's a smoothie.
What's a smoothie?
Well, you take berries and you mix it with water and you kind of mush it all together and then you drink it really fast.
That sounds disgusting.
He's just gonna go to the kitchen.
It's
why
funny,
we're
it tastes
famished.
better the hungrier you are.
Yep.
So he's gone he's gone into the kitchen and left us in his living space by ourselves.
Can I peek around just a little bit? He mentioned having books that have to do with necromancy.
Very few.
Do I happen to see any?
Give me a
in
perception
particular?
check.
I haven't been perceiving well today.
Would
19.
You see a book on the history of necrotic schools.
Can I just thumb through it while it's cooking?
So as you're looking through it, it talks about a school in the north and all of their practices and how they are underground because they aren't really, liked.
So, Gibby, since you've been so kind to us, do you have anything that you need us to do? Do you have a job for us that we can help you out with?
Nope, I typically take care of myself.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I just like talk.
And he's going to disassociate.
I think
Can
I
I-
like that he disassociates.
Can I
would
see in the...
would I get drawn to any books in particular while we're like looking around?
You mean like drawn? Like,
Yeah.
okay. It's very quiet. Like it does not want to be here.
Okay.
So, what do you like to drink, Gibby? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. You get like this, like you've had like a sinking feeling in your stomach since you came in here. It's not happy.
What do I like to drink? Anything tasty, really. There used to be this thing that dwarves made over on the west side. And that shit was strong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Next, if we ever run into you again, I'm gonna have to give you some of the. What is that? I'm gonna look at Velfie. Velfie, what's that purple fruit that he adds into the fuck up that is just so delicious?
The snicklebums.
The snicklebums. Have you ever had a snicklebum?
I have not. I think the druids are getting inventive now.
They sure are.
They're pretty talented.
And he's going to disassociate again as he's cooking.
He's just not having any of it.
He's a very senile old man.
I mean, he spends all his time talking to a turtle, so.
And they move at about the same pace, too.
Just real quick before I put the necromancy book back, is there any way to tell when it was written? Is it dated in any way?
If you go towards the front, second page, it's going to have this copyrighted, and then the number is faded.
Okay.
But you would know that this is way before.
Very old.
Mhm.
Very old. Okay.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do while he's cooking?
No, I don't personally want to kind of pry into his personal life. He's been too kind.
Lunch is ready!
And y'all are gonna have little plates come to you. There is a place you can sit, a dinner table, but it is covered in papers.
Just politely stand. Thank you for your hospitality. It smells delicious. Does it smell delicious?
It smells really good. So this is gonna be deer with some pan roasted tomatoes and a little sauce on it. It's got a little bit of greenery on the side of the plate and everything. It looks pretty good.
When's the last time I ate this well?
You guys don't eat this well at all.
Oh.
Doesn't say- does not
even
sound
if
like
we went
Sydonea
to
food.
even if we went to the restaurants or whatever in Sydonea, it wouldn't. It's better than that, I would assume.
Yeah. Now there are some restaurants that are for the
Excuse me.
very high end, but they wouldn't even let you in.
I'll get them to
Name's
let me
not
in.
on the list. Gotta be on the
Challenge
list.
accepted. This smells delicious.
I hope you
Nice.
like
I'm
it.
just gonna start eating.
Yep.
Yeah,
Kinda
that
tastes
is-
weird.
Long time to perfect my cooking skills.
Exquisite mouthfeels.
I cast fireball once trying to cook. That was a bad idea.
Oh, I bet. Just came out charred.
I burned down my room. It wasn't very nice. Yeah, I got in trouble at school for that.
In school.
I bet so.
They
Yeah,
taught us
they frown
fireball, and I
upon
wanted to
that.
practice. And I was like, I can cook food with that. And then I found out I couldn't, and I burned my eyebrows off. That's the reason they never came back. And he's gonna lift his wrinkles, and he ain't got no eyebrows.
Oh, Gibby. You make me so happy. And we just eat our meal, I think, in peace, just kind of
Yeah,
thinking
I'm
about
just
all
gonna
the
savor it.
information that he's given us.
Mhm.
And he's just gonna kind of talk to himself, kind of about and talking to y'all, but more so himself, because he's just rambling about anything and everything.
Gibby, it's getting later in the day. Were you planning to stay the night here?
I mean, I don't know. I ain't really got anywhere else to be. If you guys need a place to stay, you're more than welcome to sleep on the floor in here. I ain't got an extra bedroom, but you're more than welcome to stay on the turtle. TB won't mind.
Well, our mounts are down on the ground. We wanted to make sure that Tibby wouldn't be leaving in the night.
No, we can stay here for the night, and then we can head out in the morning. We just kind of roam.
I mean, we'd be very grateful for it as long as everyone agrees, and then kind of look at the party.
I would be
It would
very
definitely be
grateful.
different. It would definitely be something different from
Definitely better than the
What we're used
forest
to.
floor.
That is
What
for
are-
sure.
What would we tell the order if we arrived late?
We
We got
got
hung up.
delayed.
There's any number of things that could hold us up out here.
They may not even notice by a day.
They haven't checked on us.
Nope.
It's true. Okay.
Cool.
We're
And
going
he's
to
just
bed
gonna
with
go
full
and start
bellies.
like pulling out sleeping bags from another room.
No. And it's
Is there
safe
any
up
room
here?
on the floor, or is it covered in books and paper?
So it is covered by books and paper, but he is going to, you're going to see him like move his hands, and slowly the paper starts to like go into their proper place. They start moving, and there's like this nice little bear rug. It's huge. It's a huge bear. And like he starts placing y'all's little sleeping bags around.
Sorry, I don't have another bed.
So it's big enough that like it's a big enough area that 4 people could sleep on the floor.
Yeah, this is a very like even though it's on a turtle, this turtle's huge. It's a pretty big house.
Yeah.
And especially for somebody who's 3.5 feet tall.
Sure.
Well, this is better than what we've been sleeping in, so
Yeah.
I'm glad I
definitely
found them.
appreciate
Ho-
it.
Hopefully far less spider children than that
Ugh.
creepiness.
Those things are weird.
Yeah.
You're familiar with them?
I've only ran into them once. I think they're what you call changelings.
Changelings.
They're very interesting creatures, and they can shapeshift into anything they want to, as long as it's a humanoid.
I don't like that.
I actually kind of like that, as opposed to the idea that it was actually children.
Oh well, they very well could have been kids.
Yeah. I'm just hoping
Where
there's a
did they
chance
see
weren't.
children to change into children?
That's something I would rather not think about.
Exactly. Is it safe up here, Gibby? Or do we need to kind of put up a post?
No, it's pretty safe up here. I never ran into any issues, and usually, if we
you
run
said
into anything,
you did say that you have an alarm set around Tibby too, right? So
if anything crosses the border, I will know, and I can become one of these.
And he's gonna minor illusion, and he's just gonna show you he's gonna show you like this big like ape looking creature that like is just pounding its chest like this.
I can become a lot bigger.
That's effective.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
it's
that
very
would make
intimidating.
things go away.
Would I know what kind of gnome Gibby is? Is he a stone gnome? Is he a forest gnome?
You would notice like from the way he holds himself and how much like he's got moss on his staff too, and his eyes are like probably the vibrantest color green you guys have seen. You would know he's a forest gnome.
Okay. So he knows this land really well.
Yeah, he's been out here a while. And nothing
Right.
really comes up to Tibby either.
I think we're good to hunker down.
Cool. Awesome. Well, enjoy your night. Again, I'm sorry I ain't got another bed, but I'm gonna go to bed. I'm old. I need my sleep. Tibby's been sleeping all night, so he should be okay. And I'll make breakfast in the morning for you before you guys head out. But just please don't steal anything.
And he's just gonna
In
go
morning.
to bed.
He's making waffles.
Have a good night.
Good night, Gibby. Good night, Tibby.
You just hear this like from the turtle.
Oh. I love this turtle.
Gibby does too.
And I fall peacefully asleep.
Yeah, no watch needed, I imagine, so we can just... I'm going to thumb through that book, though. The Whispery book
the scary whispery book.
Cool. So if you attune to this, it can become your spell book.
And there's no negative side effect to attuning to it?
Not
I'm
that you
aware
know
of?
of.
Can I just give another, like, arcane once over to it? Yeah. Just to check for any potential risks?
Go ahead.
21.
So you will know that this book has 3 charges to it, and it regains 1d3 charges at dawn. And you can use it in the following ways. You can spend 1 minute studying the book, and you can expend 1 charge to replace one of your prepared wizard spells with a different spell in the book. And the new spell must be of the necromancy school. It has all of those spells I was telling you about earlier. And as an action, you can expend 1 of its charges to take the semblance of undead for 10 minutes. And you can take on a deathly appearance.
Is this written down somewhere?
I have it written down. I can send it to you.
And just to make sure, did you say 1d3?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they made d3s.
But you can add the Librum of Souls and Flesh to your inventory. So you guys are all going to sleep?
Yeah.
Yep.
As you guys are falling asleep and go to sleep, Gibby's going to come back out and he's going to tap you on the shoulder, Ruin. I think you need this more than I do. And he's going to give you a stone of good luck.
I appreciate that. Could use some.
Watch out for that one. And he's going to go back to bed. And this thing does not like this.
Can Sheila see if she's like awake enough to hear this interaction?
What is your passive perception?
It would be
passive
on
13.
Yeah.
13? No, you would not hear this.
Okay.
But with that, you guys
Right.
can click the long rest button. I know you guys aren't using spells or anything, but
Yeah, long rest.
So is
We
that
lose
an
no
item that I'm
HP.
putting into my inventory?
it is. You have the stone of good luck.
Before Ruin went to bed, he would probably spend some time looking over the stone.
And as you guys fall asleep, dawn comes by very quickly, and you guys will smell something like sausages cooking.
What, Jeff?
Sausage. That wakes me.
Yeah, that I would say that would.
Morning!
Ugh, morning.
How
I
did you
do.
sleep?
I do.
I slept great. I slept like 2 to 3 hours. As an old man, I don't get a whole lot.
I do feel like Ruin's sleep was like, I got a long rest, but it's that you woke up and you're still kind of, didn't get enough.
I will say that you have like this dread almost in the pit of your stomach. Like you feel heavy.
Belfie, I found something for you. I knew I'd forgotten something yesterday.
And he's gonna like run off, and he's actually going to bring back a lute. And it's
Loot.
It's very beautiful. It's like this dark cherry wood with like very intricate little designs in it. And
Your mom told me to give this to you if I ever saw you.
Really?
This was hers.
Okay. That was her loot. I wondered where it went. Because I tore the house apart looking for it. Thank you.
You're welcome. She said you were curious enough that you would probably find me eventually.
Oh, she knew me so well.
And you can actually add the Reveler's Concertina to your inventory.
Reveler's Concertina. Oh. 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 Okay. 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 Okay.
And I found something I think you're going to like. And he's going to pull out, and he's pointing to you, Shiela. He's going to pull out a book. And it says Order of Narvosc on it.
Thank you.
Some told me to give this to you, and I don't know what it was, but something says you need this more than I do.
And I'm going to take it from him very gently and just thank you and start thumbing through the pages.
You're welcome.
What is it?
I think it's a memoir type thing. I don't know. I didn't really want to read about Narvosc. He wasn't my favorite, but something's telling me to give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you open it?
I do, yes.
And in the very front, it's going to say, kind of like a thank you page. Thank you to Amelia.
Amelia. And I'm going to just touch it to my chest and say, thank you. And just tuck it in my bag.
Welcome. And he's going to go back and cook.
Sheila's going to pop up for anybody ask questions. Be like, breakfast smells amazing.
Yes, it does. Was there like a kitchen? Is he in the same room
didn't
as
get a
us?
present.
Kind of. So like it's the living room and then the kitchen's attached, so you guys can see him like going to town in there as you guys are waking up.
I don't want to bother him though. He seems in his
Sheila's gonna-
element.
Kind of walk in and be like, is there anything I can help you with, Gibby? Do you need dishes washed? Anything chopped? What can I do? How can I be helped?
I think I got it. Everything seems to be going according to order. And he's just like moving his hands back and forth. And all these like other things are doing it for him.
You should have been a chef.
I thought about it. He's gonna disassociate.
Just like, God.
Well, probably should be on our way. Probably right after we eat. I don't want to delay much longer than we already have, but we really appreciate your hospitality.
Of course.
Yes, we do.
Just don't tell
We
anybody.
wouldn't want to overstay our welcome.
And he's just gonna look at all of you like glaring in this like he's trying to be intimidating. He's not very. Don't
We're
tell
very
anybody.
intimidated.
We won't.
We would
We
ask
were
the
never
same,
here.
too. Yeah, we were not here.
He's gonna look around. Who am I gonna tell? I mean, I'll tell Tibby, but Tibby already knows.
Can Tibby keep a secret?
Tibby's pretty good at keeping secrets, actually. You know, he kept a secret one time about how I was infatuated with this married woman, and he ain't told nobody. And he's just gonna go talk on about this married lady that he was infatuated with for a while. He's just gonna ramble.
To thank you for your hospitality, I would actually like to sing you a song.
A song?
Very
a
good.
song.
I would love that.
So this is a song that I actually wrote after I encountered somebody, and they left a very big impression on me. So she's gonna whip out the her mom's lute, and she's gonna start singing. In the forest deep, where the moonlight gleams, a shy fox dreams of distant dreams. Her heart so tender, a soul sincere. She hides her feelings and quells her fears. Oh, the fox with fur so fine, his strength and grace, a love divine. Her heart does flutter, yet she's shy. In his presence, her spirits fly. And then that was my bardic inspiration, or my 7 hit points.
That was pretty. You remind me a lot of your mom.
Thank you. I honestly cannot tell you how much this all means to me, because I thought I'd lost a huge part of her, and now that I have this back, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So thank you so much.
Of course. Gotta find joy where we can, right?
Exactly.
I feel inspired, and also been curious. I clocked the subject of the song.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just picked a random animal.
I like foxes too. Very sly.
Very, I don't know, maybe a little sexy. They smell nice.
Oh,
Girl,
what about
he
an actual
liked you,
fox?
let me tell you. Yes,
Yes. I mean, yes.
it was. Yes.
Oh, is this like that
Also,
Exactly.
married woman?
a married foxy woman. So, who was the married woman?
Oh yeah, she was pretty. She was real tall too.
Oh, was she?
She was like 6.5 feet tall, and she just I had to look up to her. She could step on me.
Would you like that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you like what you like. We all have our little idiosyncrasies.
We don't kink shame in our group.
What's a
We won't
kink?
kink ask why. It's a thing that you enjoy sexually. You may not have had that for a while, and we respect that.
Blood red and disassociated.
Same
And
with Friedrich,
Sheila's just
too.
gonna be like, okay. And with that,
Is there
Alright,
anything
alright.
you'd like to do before you guys head out?
squashed my curiosity of the turtle.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would like to
really
take a
glad
cold
we did
shower, please.
Friedrich has a turtle kink. It's okay.
All right. So, is it time, friends?
Think
It is,
so.
friends.
Are
Seems
we
like
a
it.
day from Sydonea? Could we make it by evening? Or no, we've backtracked. So we might be 2 days out.
Well, I guess it depends on how far back we went.
About an
So if you didn't-
hour.
It said about an hour, so I,
Right. So I don't think it would really. I think we could still make it.
Might could
We'd
make it
probably
in a
arrive
quick
late.
day.
We'd
Yeah,
probably do a hard gallop part of the way there.
I might as well get going then.
The weather looks pretty nice outside today.
It is a gorgeous day. It's a good day for you and your turtle to kind of get up and start moving as far away from us as you can.
Oh yeah, we plan to.
Okay, good.
Hear that, Timmy? We gonna move?
Oh, I'm not sure we will meet again, but I hope we do.
That would be lovely.
Very interesting company.
Thanks. I try to be. What
Thank
is
you
being
for a safe
Roman?
place. Well, we are out here quite often doing what we do, so we'll keep an ear out for you.
Cool. That sounds great. I enjoy the company.
And I'm gonna kind of start working my way towards the door.
yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Same here.
Okay, bye.
And he's just cleaning up as you guys leave.
It was a delicious breakfast.
Thanks. I know.
Thanks for the
I'm gonna look at
sausage. Have a good
Ruin.
day.
Where did he get sausage?
It's a good question. Deer sausage, maybe? Do you make it himself?
Probably.
Deer
You don't
sausage,
ask
perhaps
where
a
the
wild
sausage
boar.
is made. I just
It was good, regardless. But hopefully the mounts are okay. And I guess we
Jericho
make our
better be
way.
okay.
Perhaps we can make it by nightfall. Has anyone heard from Vana?
No.
Nope. Probably just waiting for us to get back.
Yeah, they have nothing to report. We have nothing to report. We can report when we return.
She probably thinks we're dead.
Well, let's mount up.
So the horses are perfectly fine. They're just sitting there munching on some grass.
Oh, yeah, wait. I'm going to go to my crystal. I'm going to say
pick the
Heftine.
crystal up.
Heftine.
Heftine.
I lost my crystal. And when are we on our way yet?
So, I would say so, but I wanted to question for the group as we move. I guess while we're riding along.
Okay.
What do we plan to present back to the order of what we have? Because I don't think it's everything.
Definitely not everything. You keep that book to yourself.
Yeah, that book does not go anywhere near the order.
Book I will keep secret. And hopefully, no one at the order hears it. It sounds like maybe people who have studied magic from a wizard perspective may be able to hear it. I'm not sure.
Do we have time to drop it off? Or leave it in the stables?
I don't know about leaving it in the stables.
I don't know if it would be easy to hear in a city either.
I
Maybe
feel
we
like
heard
you'd
it
have to be kind of
because-
like right on top of it to.
Yeah,
I would
there's
assume.
lots
I
of
mean, I don't
noise.
hear anything, but
How faintly or strongly do I hear it right now then in my
It's
back?
very faint.
Okay, so in the hustle and bustle of the city, you wouldn't be able to tell who's talking.
And did you attune to it? While you were studying over it?
Yes, I will say I did, if it's okay.
And with that, you'll know no one else will be able to hear it.
Oh, once I attune, I somehow learn that, okay. I'll keep that bit to myself, though. We also have the flask of this strange viscous liquid.
apparently bad tasting liquid. I don't know.
Cold. Is it still cold?
The energy around it tastes bad, Ruin. I can't explain it.
I mean, I guess I don't really know why we would hold on to it.
We don't know
what
if
it
this is what
is.
caused everything. Everything in that room has been hidden for 150 years.
So they know that we have his journal.
They know that we have something. I didn't specify that when I called Vana, I didn't specify that we found a journal.
Okay.
I said we found information.
And
Okay.
Ruin in your head.
That vial is mine.
Can I like speak in my head? Where would I find you?
You will find out soon enough.
Okay. Meanwhile, Ruin's trying to like maintain a normal conversation, like we're talking, but
Well, in that meantime, Sheila's going to look at Friedrich and ask, the Order's been nothing but good to us. Is this information we hold, or do we trust them? I mean, they've never done anything to harm us.
It's not like
could
we
give them the
can't.
journal.
It's not like we can't unknow it. Could we? I have an idea while we're riding along. I have an ink pen and partridge. parchment.
Pantry.
I
Parchment?
have a partridge.
You have a
I
bird
two
in there?
turtle doves, I have 3 French hens.
Oh.
I would like to copy what's in the journal.
Okay.
Essentially make a copy of it.
Yeah, so you can do that while you're riding.
And that way, we've already read it. They can't destroy our memory. Well, maybe they can. The magic exists. But we would at least have a copy of it if they decided to get rid of it or suppress it in some way. So we can turn the writings over. We can give them the liquid because we don't know what that is. And Gibby didn't even know what that was. So
And what about
maybe they can help
the
us.
saliva? I know that they don't really need that, but
Was that
I'm
for
hoping we
your...
can get
that
it back
valuable?
through.
I don't
Well, I'm
know.
hoping we can get it back through the defensive perimeter.
Well, we got it through our crystals just fine.
True.
But our pins allow us to pass through with what we've got on us, conceivably.
But I
Right.
took
As
my
long
pin
as
off
we're
and
not
was able to
infected.
get through it.
I thought you got shocked when you... If I'm
Did I?
remembering
Yeah.
that day, you took your
Oh,
pin
that's
off and
right.
you like
You
and you
got
got shocked by
singed.
the... Yeah.
Zapped.
I would like to keep that vial to myself
Okay,
and not let
so
them know that we have it. I haven't had the opportunity to study this type of material in a laboratory type environment. It may be a first for us.
okay,
agree.
So the only thing then that we are giving the order would be the copied journal.
Well,
and
and the
the-
liquid.
Right,
And the liquid.
right
And the
away,
flask
right
of,
away, I would
cold black
right away,
liquor.
I would say the journal.
Okay, so the journal and the liquid.
I think the liquid too, if everyone agrees, just because we have had no luck so far figuring out what it is.
It's
Yeah.
made it through our field just fine. Was in the safe. They wanted what was in that safe. I think,
Yep. I think
That
we give it
black-
to them.
and there's just something wrong about it. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I'm with you there.
It's just odd we haven't heard from them since.
It's not odd. You and I have gone on days missions and haven't heard anything. I think it's just because of the high tensions and the anomalies we've run into.
And
That
just
it's
the way
weird.
the last conversation ended too.
But we did
I mean,
ask her
that
kind of an
may-
odd question.
That may have been my fault too. I wasn't exactly
Made her mad.
nice.
True.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, she did
Whether Rowan's
mention
being
that her
nice,
job was on
absolutely.
the line.
I don't not trust the order, but this is very powerful information that we have.
I at minimum trust Vana, even if I was spiteful. Like, she hasn't given us any reason to.
Vana's been good to us. A little weird,
Right.
but she's been good.
Yeah, agreed. Really, I'm more so concerned about losing access to it in the future. Not that they would try to suppress anything.
Well,
Hence,
maybe
making
they'll
a
let
copy
you
of the
run-
writings, keeping the vial, things that I feel may be confiscated, and we wouldn't be able to look into further.
Well, Friedrich, you're high enough in the order. You may be able to ask to stay in the loop. You don't ask for much.
So, what does Friedrich know about the leadership of the order and the hierarchy?
You know that, especially with being around so long, there are the Reapers, which is what you are. There's the Masks, and then there's somebody above them, and you have no idea who or what they are.
What kind of interaction do we have with the masks?
Very
Well, we
little.
met one, or what we assume is one.
Mhm. Very little. They are the ones that are sent on the very high stakes missions.
Is there any hierarchy within the Reaper class?
very little. You have the chroniclers, you have the hunters, and you have the scavengers. And then you have like a skill set based on that they are able to pinpoint and figure out where certain reapers go. But there's not necessarily a hierarchy there.
It's not like senior reapers or anything like that.
No.
Yeah. So, knowing that sort of in my head, I don't know how much sway I would have beyond any of us here. I'm sure they would tell us. I mean, you've seen this mission here. They tell us what we need to know to complete the objective. No more and no less. But I'm curious and I want to know more. So since we've found more, I would at least like a bit of record of it, of our own.
I agree. Can we maybe take a little bit? No, that black vial is sealed.
It's sealed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
completely sealed. And I'd be too worried about trying
I wouldn't want to try to open it
Yeah,
without
exactly.
without some means of.
What's stopping us?
Opening it
Potential
out here.
Yeah, consequences
With no-
is what I think
yeah.
in my mind. We have no contingency plan if things go wrong.
I will
We
step
never have
in
a
if I have
contingency
to.
plan.
That's going on in my head, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. Opening it out here doesn't make sense.
And why is that, Ruin?
Opening it where there could be wildlife that could be affected. We don't know how it could affect us.
I'll say
I
from
don't
a
know.
scientific standpoint, you want to control variables other than the ones you're testing. So you don't want to be in an environment where a lot of things could be changing. You would want sort of a controlled environment so you would know exactly what this thing may do.
Yeah,
I
I personally don't want to open it just because again we don't
Especially
know
if
what'll
it's-
happen to us.
If it just had a stopper in the vial and we wanted to open it and look at it, I wouldn't be that, like, upset about opening it. But where it is a sealed glass flask, there is a reason that it's sealed. Like, opening it without a means of controlling the environment, as the professor said, I think that's what you were.
Do I buy this?
You can roll an insight and that guy roll whatever persuasion or deception. Don't tell us.
That's a nat one. Never mind. I eat that shit up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. I don't want to put any of you guys in danger. Thank
Or
you.
yourself, for that matter.
It's hard to think about myself when you don't care. It's others that matter.
Wait, you don't care about yourself?
Why would I? It's just me.
But you are important.
Importance is only as strong as what you value, what you put into as value to your team.
Belfie, she doesn't need to care about herself. That's what we're here for.
Shut up, Rowan. No one cares about what you think.
So you
For
add
some
a lot
reason,
to the
I'm
team.
mean to Rowan.
So the fact that we care means,
That's the
You
only
should
reason I
care.
do care.
right?
Exactly.
If it was just me,
Okay.
I'd
That's
be
Sort of
right
yeah.
there.
mutual caring.
You care because we care.
I just don't
And
want to hurt
because
you
we're
guys.
inspired by song.
I know, I'm so inspired. To not wake up and
Symphony of
hear another
Blades and
beautiful
Magic.
song is just heartbreaking.
Exactly.
Keeps me going. Okay, so we have our plan.
Yes.
The flask
Mhm,
and the writings,
mhm.
and we keep the spell book and the copy of the writings, and the vial of Sheila's fluids
Spit.
and
Sheila's
spit
bite fluid.
Yes.
Can we not tell the order that I was bit? I know I'm fine, but I'd rather they not know right now.
Would we know from being on previous missions, is there any sort of decontamination or any kind of process you have to go through where they check you when you come back in?
You would know that when you walk through that barrier, if you're infected, you can't go in.
I know I'm not
Okay.
infected, but they don't.
Well-
I don't need all the questions about the bite. At least to this point, I know I'm not infected.
Yeah.
I don't
and
need them
There's
questioning
no reason
what
to.
bit
There's
me.
no reason to tell them anything.
Yeah, it
Nope.
shouldn't concern them then. As long as you're feeling fine and you're not infected, then
You've
It's your
checked it
business.
out, Doc. You gave me the all clear. I walked in through our barriers just fine.
yeah.
The
I would
order
agree.
doesn't need to know. Thank you. That's all I ask.
And about this time, the sun is starting to get a little lower in the sky. You guys know you're pretty close to Sydonea, so one more night's rest, and you guys will probably be there the next morning. And you guys come in. There's like a fork in the road, and you guys see a humanoid on the other fork, dressed in like all metal, and has like a pin on their side that is like soldered to their metal.
Is it an order pin?
It is an order pin. And they are like this dark gray steel color. Like that's the color of their armor.
Would this
Head to
look
toe.
familiar to like a rank in the order to Sheila?
So yeah, this is another Reaper. You guys would know that. You guys have kind of caught glimpses of him
Oh,
in
So
the
it is
cathedral.
a Reaper in full armor, or it's a like mechanical type or like an armor type person.
Give me a perception check.
Oh god, I'm on the wrong page. Oh god. Perception. That is a 19.
You can't tell. It's very similar to armor, and they must really like armor.
I mean, you said we've seen them in the
Mm-hmm. You've always seen this
Okay.
armor set too. You've never seen this person's face.
I know the armor looks familiar.
Pin looks friendly. Can we just call out?
The
like,
pin.
I
Oh,
suggest
there.
we set up camp.
Yeah.
Hi!
And it's like
What?
this little boy's voice.
Alfie?
Who? I'm sorry. I don't know who Alfie is.
So sorry.
So
Sorry.
how big is this?
6
Like,
feet,
set of
6.5
armor.
feet.
So the voice is far different than the armor.
The voice is that of like
Like-
a 13, 14-year
Like
old
a child.
boy.
Yeah.
what are you doing out here?
Well, I
By yourself, no
probably the
less.
same thing you guys are.
Where's your
I want to
group?
check insight on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
I would also
Yeah.
also be
I rolled a 16.
15.
He's telling the
13.
truth.
nope.
I was sent on a mission the same way y'all were.
Were
you
you
have a
sent
group?
by yourself?
Yeah. Scavengers sometimes are sent by ourselves. I've been gone a little while. Just really excited to get back home to my brother.
Oh,
Y'all don't
I
seem
bet.
very nice.
is
Please apologize.
It's been a long couple of days. Like we just
You should know it's hard to trust what you come across out here.
Yeah.
Monsters, yes, but we're all that's left, really, and only Order members can leave, so...
Is your brother Axe?
You know my brother! Yeah, I'm Z!
Yes. Axe, yes. I hung out with Axe
Yeah, Axe
for a
is
little
great!
while. Yeah.
Is he doing okay?
Yeah,
I haven't got to see him in 2 weeks.
He's doing great. He's doing fantastic. He's waiting for you and he's just excited for you to be home.
I'm excited to get home.
Is that where you're heading?
Yeah, I'm heading home.
We are too, if you'd like to join.
Oh, that would be great.
And he's just going to kind of trot up. And again, this boy is 6.5 feet tall. And he's just going to kind of trot up and pretty much taller than all of y'all. And he just looks really happy, like as much as you can tell from his body language, because you can't see his face. He's very excited to be like hanging out with people again.
Aww. Oh boy.
So how did your mission go?
It went really well. It was a little scary. I got sent over towards the just straight north next to like a big lake just to see like if I could find anything in the ruins. I didn't really find a whole lot.
And you're just gonna hear a meow from the inside of his armor.
I didn't find a whole lot.
No, you didn't. I am so sorry. I did not introduce myself. My name is Shiela. I'm with the Order, in case you couldn't tell.
Hi, I'm Z.
Nice to meet you, Z.
Z, you said.
Yeah.
Professor Edler, did you meet a friend out here?
Nope.
Okay, my line of questioning has come to a close.
You know,
We heard a meow.
No, you didn't.
Right? We
Oh
heard
yeah, you did.
No, I'm saying that outside of. So, just I'm gonna like do that thing where you talk to another adult, talking to a kid. Like, it's like, Shiela, if we were like bringing animals back,
yeah, I love animals.
do you think the Order would have any issue with it? I'd hate for somebody to get in trouble
You know,
bringing something that isn't supposed to come in. As cute as some animals are.
And he's just gonna start whistling and just kind of like.
I think as long as it's not infected, it can make it through the barrier. But then again, like, we can discuss this more when we set up camp because it's getting kind of late.
Yeah.
Would you like to stay with us, Z?
That would be fun.
And we aren't as well armored as Z is. So
No.
I mean, so staying somewhere is probably.
Yes, I think we should make some camp. Also, Z, by the way, I am Velfie.
Hi.
Hi.
You're gonna love Velfie. Let me tell you, she gets us the best morning inspiration.
Stories?
That sounds
Ooh.
nice to me.
Words
He's very talented.
Oh, that's so cool.
gives us all kinds of morning inspiration. Gross.
We like to be
Same.
inspired.
First thing in the morning, wake up with that really good morning inspiration.
Exactly.
That sounds
That's what I
fun.
do.
Sorry.
Do we see a good spot nearby for a
Give
camp?
me a nature check. Anybody who's looking and can also give a nature check.
Please, somebody else look. I got a 7.
Rolled a 5.
14.
15,
Oh,
14.
thank God.
Stop.
I think there's this right over there.
And he's just gonna point to like a it's almost like there's just a circular opening almost off the road.
Like a cave?
Not necessarily a cave, but like just kind of like a circular like meadow-ish area.
Oh, okay. I was
You know
like
what? I think
circular
that's a
open.
great spot.
I was like circular opening. There's just a random doorway in the wall or
Nice.
in nowhere.
Oh,
Yes.
just almost like the trees just randomly bend into like the circle.
So, Z, I've got a question for you. You're out here by yourself. How do you we have to use the crystals to set up camp? Do you just not have to?
Well, I mean, I have two, and he pulls out his two. It's pretty small. I don't have a whole lot of room, but it's not bad. And he just kind of looks at his crystals. It's just very boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheila's gonna look at him and be like, can I take one of those crystals from you and just help set up camp? That way it goes a little bit quicker.
Sure. And he's just gonna hand it over.
Thanks. And she's gonna gently take the crystal and go waltz over and start putting it into the ground. Have time.
Are you stealing from this 13, 14-year-old boy?
I am. Yes.
Does it work when she says
Yeah.
It would work. It would work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, straight it would.
Well,
I'm valid.
If we're setting it, so basically, if we have more, this is a DM question. If we have more people, so more crystals or whatever, it would just be a bigger area instead of okay.
Yep.
So it's not particular to your group has these crystals. They're attached to your group. It's if you found another one, you can just kind of.
Yes, if you found another group, it would just combine that circle. Okay. So Z's just gonna walk off, stick his little crystal in the ground, say "Have thine," and you're just gonna hear him.
I'll feed you in a minute, I promise. I don't want to get in trouble.
And he's just gonna stick it there.
Do we hear him?
Give me a perception check.
I might not actually. I mean, I know that he's got something because I heard the meow, but I didn't. It's a 10.
Meets it, beats it. You hear him.
Okay. I hear him talk to the. I'm not. I said kind of what I was saying. I'm not going to make a big. Make a big thing out of it.
And he's just gonna kind of pull something out of his bag, and he's just gonna you won't see his face, but he's gonna lift the armor piece up and just put it into his suit.
Like a piece of food or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll clock what I can, but I have no comment.
Well, if he looks away.
I mean,
he was gonna just kind of stare up at the sky.
I'm sure that if somebody had a bug on them and then walked back through the barrier, it wouldn't be a big deal. So
yeah,
that's true.
I would. Yeah. Are there stray cats in Sydonea?
I don't see why not.
You don't see many.
Don't see many, but you didn't say don't see any.
You don't. So they're very rare. Pets in general are very rare.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I can take the first watch.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Since you guys are being, nice and everything now, I don't mind staying up and watching if you want me to. I don't really sleep very well anyway.
Been on your own out here for a bit. Yeah, I don't need much sleep myself.
You rest. You get your rest. It sounds like something's pretty exhausted in your voice.
Okay.
I'm trying to be convincing. I would tell you internal thoughts, trying to be convincing. I'm really just curious if this kid sleeps in his full set of armor, and I want to be up when he goes to bed.
So he's just gonna find a little stump and tree and just kind of sit against it, and he's just gonna kind of put his arms over his torso area, and his armor is still on.
And he falls asleep?
He's open to conversation if you guys are gonna have it, but
well, we can't really discuss anything that we've discovered today or yesterday.
I wouldn't recommend
Yesterday,
bringing anyone
tomorrow.
else into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
not right now. Even for his own
especially,
safety.
especially, I feel like he's got his own
Cat.
things that he's discovered.
Yep.
He's being kind of catty right meow. So
Oh.
It's fine.
He's not
It's all good.
feline about it. Does he have a mount
He does not.
or a backpack?
He has
or
a
anything?
backpack.
Okay, I was about to say he's a poor scavenger. If he brought back nothing except a cat.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, perceiving. No, not perceiving. 7.
Okay, yeah, he has like an outfit over like his armor. It's got like a little belt to it. He's got little bags, but that's it.
now you said he opened the armor to put something like to put food in. Is there any like possibility that we would have like been able to see into the armor when he was like
He made sure his
Okay,
face
so he
was
was, like-
away.
he was looking away
Mhm.
and doing it like okay.
I don't want to
I've got-
pry. He doesn't seem like
I'm
he
not
wants
gonna-
to talk
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Velpy. Ask his brother what he brought back. I'm
Okay.
curious.
All right. If
And
I
don't
see
want
him, I will.
curiosity to kill the cat.
I can't do high pitched voices anymore.
Don't worry, I got you.
Thanks.
Mickey Mouse.
Do y'all need any
Settle
food
in for the
or
night, I
anything?
guess.
I have extra.
You know, I'm still pretty full for breakfast.
Oh,
We found some berries,
Oh.
but my compadre's here.
what did they taste like?
Sweet,
Berry.
bit tart,
Yep.
juicy.
You're gonna see him pull out a little notebook, and he's just gonna kind of write down something, and he's
So-
gonna put it back.
Like, could I just like generally describe what the berries looked like to him?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a scavenger. He's a scavenger,
Mhm.
right? Or we can kind of gather that. Oh, he said he was a scavenger. Never mind. So I'd like give him a description of they were, blackberries. They were in a bush. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. Everything.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
They were delicious.
Don't breathe them. They don't have oxygen.
Oh,
You don't have to tell people not to breathe food.
Like many foods, you must
Someone
chew
had
them.
to tell Ruin.
Somebody should have told me.
Never can be too
Facts.
careful.
it's never good to suffocate.
Well,
No,
Well,
it's very uncomfortable.
It
Sometimes.
depends on the situation.
exactly. I'm with Professor Phaedrix. Sometimes it can be,
What?
I may be old, but I'm not that old.
Oh. Why would it ever be?
You'll find out.
Why would it ever be good not to
You'll fi-
breathe?
You'll find out.
Just
Make your safe word orange.
What's the safe word?
I have a
Oh
feeling we're
no.
gonna be hearing about
Oh,
that
honey,
fox
sweetie
again
baby.
tomorrow morning.
when you get back, ask your brother what a safe word is.
I think his brother's younger.
Ask his brother what
His brother
Velpy's
would be
safe word
older.
is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
okay.
just a little
Yeah.
bit though, not very very much.
Okay.
Maybe he'll know, maybe he won't, but
There's books. There's a library.
Should I be
Read
In the
concerned?
restriction section. No.
don't worry about it.
Say, I have a
No.
world question, Game
Yeah.
Master. Being in the state that Sydonea is in, sort of this environmental disaster almost, is it sort of a liberated thinking city, or is it a bit sort of repressed where people they keep to themselves, they don't have
Modest.
lots of very modest, yeah.
People pretty much keep to themselves. as far as you know. However, Shiela would know that there are brothels, there are all kinds of illegal substances in the underground.
But it's underground.
It's underground.
Not sort of out in the public
There
eye.
is a red district.
Ooh, I want to go.
Only Sheila would know that?
Only Shiela would know that.
Professor's very straight edge, apparently. He has his tea at 7 p.m. and goes to... It's probably not even tea.
Probably just whiskey.
Okay, I was
Are we
just
down
curious.
for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all sure you don't want me to watch for you?
No, you two get some sleep.
You've been by yourself. You probably haven't slept a lot. We'll take care of you. I promise. We want to get you home safe to your brother.
He's gonna insight. 8.
And I need to roll.
Persuasion or
I rolled
deception?
persuasion, a +7, 17 +7. I definitely win.
Okay, yeah, you definitely win. Oh, okay. And he's just gonna kind of like sit next to this tree, and it's almost gonna look like he powers down.
I think little guy fell asleep.
I'm gonna.
Peter
That
doesn't know.
that guy knows what it is.
No, don't do this. Okay. Friedrich doesn't have that reaction.
As long as there's not a dog and a little girl, we're fine.
Shut your whore mouth. No.
There's a cat.
No.
Yeah, there's a cat and a little boy. Oh God,
It's not
I don't
the
like his
same.
timeline either.
No, his name's not Alfie. I've already covered that.
I'm
All
gonna.
right, you up first, Professor.
Yeah. I'll take first watch. What am I watching for?
Give me a perception check.
15.
Again, it's a quiet night. The sounds of night have come back. Like you still hear the insects and everything, but other than that, it's a very quiet night. You hear the swishing of the tails of the beasts, but it's a pretty quiet night, and you hear breathing of all of your compatriots, and you hear the meowing that is in Z's stomach, but you don't hear any breathing coming from Z.
Are there cicadas?
We're probably starting to get out of that season just a little bit. But yeah,
Do they exist?
yeah, they do.
Okay. Let us clock what I see about Z, but I won't disturb him. And I'll wake Sheila. Pretty quiet.
I'm awake.
Be
It's
able
been
to-
pretty quiet.
Yes, should be able
What
to.
about our friend Z? Like, I just heard some awkward meowing, but other than that, not much.
I think he's found a friend, but it's a tough world, so
We all need friends. All right,
exactly.
you get some sleep. I'll watch this. I'll watch over you guys. And Sheila's gonna sit down and she's gonna look directly at Ruin because there's just something that she cannot figure out and it bothers her.
Okay, give you a
She does not-
perception check.
Well, that's a 19.
Okay. Ruin, if you're trying to be stealthy about it,
What
He's asleep.
I'm asleep.
yeah, roll at disadvantage.
Oh.
Haha.
Yeah, she'd see me rolling around. I mean, I don't know what is going on in his. The sleep is definitely not in any way like really restful. He's not I'm not Ruin's not a sleep talker, but
And Sheila, as you're glaring him down, you're going to take 3 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, okay. Do I notice anything like in our environment over our watch? Because obviously I want to watch over the whole camp, but like, nah,
Very quiet.
something doesn't sit right.
Very quiet.
Okay.
It's peaceful, more peaceful than it was the other night. Like you can actually hear the sounds of knights that have come back, and you hear a whoo whoo of an owl that's sitting in a tree that's directly above you. But other than that, you don't get the sense of anything. Not this time.
Would that psychic damage hit like on like a low grade headache, or would I know that I've been hit with it, or would it just be like, oh,
Probably feel
I
like
slept weird?
like just a migraine like hit.
Okay.
And then of course you'll hear the meow.
I ain't gonna question it because I have a migraine at this point, and I'm just gonna continue my watch.
But with that, you all can hit the long rest button, and we have the dates of Sydonea.
Do I still need to hit the long rest button even though I was up watching and took 3 points of damage?
Will have that 3 points of damage for the rest of the day. But yeah, you would have hit the
Perfect.
you would have hit the long rest button, but you started the day off with 3 points.
Perfect. Thank you.
Is there anything you guys would like to do
You're
with
right.
your
I'm
morning?
gonna wake up the camp. I know breakfast don't smell good, but let's get going.
And Z would just be sitting next to the tree trunk. Good morning.
Well,
Z, do you want anything for breakfast? Are you hungry?
I'm not really a breakfast person, but thank you for offering.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You were kind of snoring last night. You got a little congestion?
No.
Oh, okay, interesting. Well, shall we get going to home?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's go
think
home.
so.
Yep.
We're gonna
Pick up
pack
the-
up. I'm gonna grab one of the crystals and then hand the one back. And just like, can I
Trying-
just keep this safe that way? Like it's one crystal each in case we get ambushed, you
Well,
know?
we're
Kind of divide up the.
only a couple hours away.
You can never be too sure, you know?
Are you stealing from me?
No,
Sheila,
I
give
would
the boy
never.
back his crystal. You'll get one when we get back.
Ruin. God damn it. All right. If I die, it's on you. And I'm going to hand him the crystal back.
He's just gonna take it, and he's just gonna like look at, like, you can tell, like, even though you can't see his face, he's just gonna slowly back away towards where Velphi is. And he's gonna like stand behind Velphi even though he's 6'5". And he's just gonna lean down. Should I be concerned?
No. Her crystal broke and she's sad about it.
Well, they gave you
I miss my
another
crystal.
one. Why still mine?
Because I've never broken a crystal before. I didn't know.
All you had to do was ask.
I did. And now you're scared.
You didn't ask. You just tried to take it. But
You know what? There was asking involved. Okay, I'm going to need you to watch your tone, young man.
he's gonna shut up, and he's just gonna like it almost looks like his armor just gets like really dejected, and he is just standing like even closer behind Velphi now.
Oh,
Oh, I fucked up.
it's okay.
I'm
She's
sorry.
usually not this mean. It's fine.
She's really
not a morning
mean.
It's been a long journey.
I am.
It's
It's been a long journey.
Just stick by me. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I have a migraine. I didn't sleep well. I'm sorry.
Well, friends, as we march into the fray,
When you say you don't feel
What?
good, he's gonna cast Healing Word on you,
Oh,
and you get 5 points of healing back.
I'm fully healed.
But he is still like
You like
right
Perfect.
behind
Yeah.
Velphi. He is not interested in getting any closer.
I understand your need for distance, but I apologize for my previous actions. They were not appropriate. We'll continue home, and let me know how far you need me to be from you.
And he's just gonna stare. And you're just gonna hear.
Yep. And opener all over again.
Velphi is going to say, before we leave, As we march into the fray, let doubt be swallowed by the roaring fires of our purpose. We are bound by the threads of fate, all of us, especially Z, now that we found you, our new friend. A fellowship unbreakable and not stealing from other people. With every strike, sword, and incantation woven, we etch our legacy into the chronicles of time. So raise your weapons high, my friends. Let your battle cry echo through the ages. For today we fight not just for victory, or I guess ride home safely, hopefully, but to inspire a world in desperate need of heroes, Order members. Let's seize our destiny.
I'm inspired.
That was
Single
good.
tear.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And a smile.
So that's the 7 temporary hit points. And that includes Z.
I don't know if Sheila's inspired by being called out for thieving.
But the rest of it, though.
Good point.
Z, still behind Velfie, is gonna look at Friedrich.
So you teach?
I do. Yes. Are you a student?
I always like to learn. I'm not necessarily a student. I kind of do my studying on my own with my brother, but I think it'd be really cool if like we could sit in a class one time.
We are all students. Or should rather, we should all be students throughout our entire life. There's always more to learn.
I like that. I do ask one favor though. When you see my brother, please don't call him short.
I don't think we have before.
No, I'm just asking. Just don't call him short.
I promise. I won't mention his height at all.
I don't know if I haven't met your brother yet, but I'm...
Just please don't call him anything related to short.
Okay, but like I'm 5'2".
He's gonna start like backing away.
Oh. He doesn't like me.
It's like, as soon as Shiela starts talking, he's like, yeah.
You have scared the 13-year-old boy.
Oh no.
Well, that'll teach him. Talk down to your elders.
What did he do? But with that, how would you guys like to spend your ride back?
Riding.
I would have talked to Velfie about her mother.
I think Ruin is just kind of like has the luck stone out and is just kind of absentmindedly like flipping it in his hand.
What does that do?
It's a good luck rock.
Oh, I've heard of something similar. I think you can magically make those or something.
And he's gonna like randomly pick up a rock, and just kind of like start playing with it. And he is going to have it like shine. He's gonna make it shine like a shiny rock, like this.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. We call these good luck rocks.
And he's just gonna fiddle
I'm
with
scared to
his
talk.
rock while you fiddle with yours.
So Velfie, tell me about your
Yes.
mom. Is that where you learned how to play?
Yes, my mom. She taught me how to play. She learned from her mom, and it's been a legacy of lute players. And she was very, very, very sweet. She was a friend to everybody. And she took care of me. She took really great care of me.
I bet she did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Miss her every
Thank you for
day.
sharing. I bet.
Yeah.
Especially with that beautiful lute. I can't imagine she only sang as beautiful as that lute is.
Even beautifuler.
Oh. Beautifuler?
Beautifuler.
Much more beautifuler.
Hmm.
you have any siblings?
No, I was an only child, or am only child.
I was, and then I murdered them all.
Yeah, no, I was raised by myself. But that's okay.
Sounds like you had a really great childhood.
I did. My parents loved me. And there wasn't ever really any negative energy in the house. It was all quite literally sunshine and rainbows.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about her turning into the big bad. We're good.
Or do you?
I would honestly be heartbroken.
All of my pent-up happiness turns to anger.
Things are starting to make a lot of sense now. Am I hearing this conversation?
Are you guys trying to be secretive about it?
I'm not.
I'm not.
No, I'd say you'd be able to hear it.
I just clocked that.
Just note of a happy person,
Sheila's weird sense of humor.
At this time, Z is actually going to walk over to Beatrice and Friedrich. So what's your favorite thing to teach?
Anatomy.
Anatomy. Ooh. Like what kind of anatomy?
Like the parts of the humanoid body and the little intricacies between species.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a medical doctor, so it helps to know the body so you can know how it works. And when something goes wrong, you can know how to fix it or heal it.
So you know how to heal all kinds of things.
Lots of things, not everything.
Okay.
And you're just going to hear meow.
There's some similarities with animals as well.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the same principles apply. Our bodies work in very similar ways. So, if you ever come across any animals that aren't feeling well at any time, you can always seek me out. Perhaps I could help.
Hold on 1 minute.
And he's just going to kind of go into the woods real fast. And then he's going to come back. And he's going to be holding like a little calico cat.
It's okay, right?
Did you just find that?
He's just going to stare.
I'm playing dumb a bit here.
Because he doesn't want to lie.
Okay, in what way? Are you prepared to care for it?
I just want to make sure it's like not sick or like that it's healthy. I noticed one of its ears was messed up, but like I think it's healed okay.
It doesn't have an ear. It's a little calico cat that has one little floppy ear and the other one's just completely missing.
Can I examine the cat?
Yeah, give me a medical check at advantage.
At advantage, hell yeah.
Better save this cat.
21.
It looks to be pretty healthy, maybe on the a little bit of the scrawny side, so it definitely needs food. It looks like a stray cat that hasn't been able to eat a whole lot, but the little bit where its ear's missing is just it's like a, I don't want to call it a gruesome cut, but it is like a wound that would need to be taken care of.
Not a clean cut.
Yeah.
Is it like a fresh wound?
It looks to be older, but wouldn't hurt with some antiseptic and bandages to make sure that it's okay.
As we're going, I'm assuming that Beatrice is a doesn't need me to hold the reins. So
she knows where to go. Yeah.
Use my hands here. Yeah. I'm going to use a use of my healer's kit, and I think I may actually have a feat that has to do with this. No, it's only for stabilizing a dying creature. I'm assuming this one's not dying.
No, like I said, it seems pretty healthy other than like the cut that's on its head.
Yeah, I'm going to use my healer's kit on that cut, just assuming that it says it has bandages, salves, and splints in it. I imagine some type of salve and then a bandage I can apply to the little thing.
And his little shoulders are gonna shake a bit, like he's crying. And thanks.
I'll hand it back and say the only thing it's missing now is a name.
I've just been calling it Kitty. Do you have any recommendations for a name?
And considering this boy is in full ass armor, he's very gentle with this cat.
There is one name I really like. I think it fits such a daring, brave creature like that. Bucephalus.
Bucephalus?
Yes.
Bucephalus.
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 He's gonna like pick it up in front of his face.
We can call it Boo for short.
Do you like the name Boo?
Boo.
And like the cat is just gonna like, it's just kind of hanging there. But you know, it looks happy, like to say the least. And it's just gonna go meow.
Oh.
And like he's just gonna pet it some more.
Would y'all like to pet her?
Oh my gosh, I would love to.
And he's just gonna bring around the cat.
May I pet your cat?
Are you gonna be mean to her too?
I promise I won't.
He's gonna like he's gonna go to Velfie first.
And
Yep. Makes sense.
Sheila takes the cat and goes,
when
There's a splat in
he, yeah,
the
I would
back.
say when he walks over to let Sheila pet it, Ruin wants to like kind of sidle up by and be like, Sheila, don't steal the cat. And
And
I would never.
just
I'm
a little
not
cat
equipped to take
burglar.
care of a cat.
so he's gonna bring over Boo to Sheila, and very tentatively.
And I'm just gonna reach out a hand, let the cat smell me. What's it doing? Am I good? Can I pet
Yeah, that seems to be good. This is a lot more
Just gonna
attention
pet
than
the
it's used to.
I can roll an insight check for the cat.
it?
roll insight on the cat.
And he's gonna like turn to Ruin. Would you like to pet her?
Ruin will
Ruin's
eat it.
gonna like slowly reach out his hand, similar to Sheila.
It's actually gonna like lean in and purr.
Aw.
Yeah, and he's gonna just do the little like finger pat thing that you do with cat,
Yeah.
and like scratch the side of his face.
I'll be right back.
And he's gonna like go back into the woods, and he's gonna come back, and the cat's disappeared. You can't see it, but you just hear meow.
Gonna whisper at Velfie, where'd the cat go?
I
Where'd the
think
cat go?
he's hiding in the armor somewhere. Because I can still hear it.
I can too, but I don't know where in the armor.
Because I'm trying to figure out, like, if there's a body in there, like, how do you squeeze the cat in with the
know.
body? So,
I don't think. What is this? Like,
I
I'm
don't
so
understand.
confused.
It's got a bag of holding in there or something.
No, the Batman.
Oh, God.
So I would say you guys do not know what the Bagman is.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yet.
Not yet.
Next session.
But with that, you guys make your way to Sydonea, and you see the gates and the light blue sphere that encircles all of it. And that's where we'll pick up next week.